It's ready.
What it is, pimp?
Hey y'all, Jingle Bells. We are live. With the pastor in the center. What's going on, folks? We already got our first live in action.
We got to make America great again.
MAGA supporter.
Oh, hold on.
I ain't even mad. I wonder if this is black for Trump or is this a good old boy?
I'm not black. I'm
Oh,
OJ.
What up, though, OJ?
What up with it?
Everything and nothing. Get you Negroes together. How's it being a darkie today?
You say how's it been? What?
It feels pretty good to be a darky. Hey, the darkies we are a topic of discussion right about now. With
I
Kendrick
was just
Lamar
going to say it's
showing,
been a bad week for you darkies now.
with Kendrick Lamar showing his ass, we have been the topic of discussion.
For real.
I like how the white folks have been joining in with the Kendrick discussion.
Bro, all they've been asking me, I've been doing Uber. All they've been asking me, how did you feel about the Super Bowl performance? Loved it. Me too. Lying like me
They
too.
want they wanted you to elaborate. I would have ran their ear off. Like, oh, well, let me
Nah, at the
break
end of the
this
day,
down to you. Did
at
you
the end of the
know
day,
this?
at the end of the day, I do want to tip. Shit.
You
Uber
got a
take
tip.
over
You got a bigger
50%.
one. You say these are for educational purposes only.
Oh shit.
We here do not agree or disagree with the statements that are being made. We just making them. How you feel? Tell me how you feel about it. Tell me what you wanna do with me all night long. Oh, uh-oh, it's made a hit. Oh, you know what I didn't do? What I didn't do. I'm share the live. Share. Are you, baby? Are you, baby? Are you? I'm a darkie.
What we talking about tonight? Did you ever
On the
make
meat
anything on the page?
of the pasta in the center. How about what?
Did you ever do anything? So a list of the stuff we gonna do on the page.
You know what? Was I supposed to do that? I might have forgot about that part.
Damn shame.
But I did.
They called me to say she gonna do it and then do.
You know what? I'm
Okay.
taking up. You rubbing off on me too much, man. Shit. I did say I was gonna do that, and I totally forgot. My bad. I did get them in there listed as banners, though. I was on the phone talking to one of them darkies that support MAGA, and time started running away. I'm like,
Oh,
oh shit.
oh, hey.
So you don't support MAGA?
Yes, the fuck I do.
I'm talking about her.
I support me and my
That'd be
broke
crazy
ass
to support
homeboy.
MAGA.
Shit. I call myself walking down the middle of the road. I go with what makes sense. What sound like you're playing in my face. So
What you say we
independent, I
talking about
say.
first?
Independent, I say. Um, Serena Williams and the Super Bowl halftime show performance that she put on, Quip Walking, that caused a lot of backlash and drama
So what happened?
in the soul of
What she do?
Stephen A.
What she
Smith.
do?
She quip walked. She performed in the halftime show with Kendrick, and Stephen A. Smith had a little, had some feelings about it. Here, I'll share them with you. How about that? And then we'll take because her husband, Stephen A. went on and said some things about her performance, and then her husband responded to him. Because he's like, I ain't no punk, nigga. Fuck you think you talking to? So I'm gonna share that with y'all right quick. Mute me, Jamal, please.
Couldn't be said of First Take host Stephen A. Smith.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Go ahead, Steve.
Oh, okay. So what we can you still muted, Shannon? There you go. What was you
All
saying?
right, so I was saying, so what you think about that? Because Serena's husband had a few thoughts about it, and I'm gonna
What
read
he
them to
say?
y'all. I'm about to read it to you right now.
What's up, y'all?
What's going on, bro?
Hey, Steele.
What you got going on?
Shit, chilling.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Decided to come in early so Jerome could piss me off.
Hey man, I do what I
Hey.
try to do what I can do. Don't need you having no whole good day.
Have you found them? Have you found them Uber drivers yet?
Huh?
I asked him. I asked still. Have you found them Uber drivers yet?
Oh no, I ain't found him.
I'm messing with you, big dog.
What's up?
What's up with it, man?
I thought that I didn't know that was somebody in here. I thought that was some kind of logo they had up. I'm like, wait.
I tuned in, man. I tuned in. I got this All-Star game too with the background, so I might mute it, but I'm listening to y'all too.
All right. Hey, Steele. Big Daddy. Okay, so this is what Alexis Ohanian, he whom is Serena Williams' husband and father, baby daddy to her baby. This is what he had to say about what Stephen A. Smith said. So he said, I get it. You're 57 and life didn't turn out the way you imagined. That kind of disappointment must be exhausting. You're the embodiment of peaked in high school, spending decades chasing validation from strangers through likes and digital hugs, only to find that no amount of external approval fills the void. I wouldn't wish that on anyone. Criticism only fuels your victim complex, reinforcing the comforting delusion that there's some grand conspiracy against you and your brave ideas. When in reality, you've just got terrible takes. And that's a take on that. It's a cycle: outrage, backlash, self pity, repeat. This is a lonely road, so I'm figuring he suggested he get off of it. But there's still time to rewrite the ending. Start by working on yourself first. You'll find that if you wake up every morning trying to be a little better, a little more curious, and a little more curious, you won't have time for irrational hating. You'll be too busy winning, like he is, because he got Serena. Signed in the most sincerity, government name, Alexis Ohanian.
What you think about that,
So
Daryl?
So I haven't heard much about this. So so Stephen A. Smith has a problem with Serena's husband letting her get up there and dance. Is that what the problem is?
He ain't really
yeah,
have a
it
problem with
is.
him letting her getting up there. He said if it was my wife and she got up there to troll her ex, then you can go back to his ass because obviously you still got some sort of thing going on with him or whatever the case. Not basically like they messing around, but it's like you know, here it is.
I mean,
It's pretty clear.
I necessarily don't believe it was. I think with this thing, it's easy to simplify it to Drake versus Kendrick, and everything is a troll, and everything is. But I mean, it's so much to that relationship than just that. You know what I'm saying? Like she wants you from Compton. He was on the biggest stage in the world representing Compton. Yeah, she happens to be his ex, and I'm sure maybe that has something to do with it because Kendrick is calculated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Mm-hmm.
everything he does is gonna have some kind of meaning. But I mean, on top of that, she is who she is. She's from his city. You know, she's an icon herself, and I mean, shit, she got up there and represented the culture or whatever. Dancing or whatever. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know what Stephen A's problem is. I mean, okay, you wouldn't let your wife do it. Why though? Because you wouldn't let your wife get up there and dance and troll her ex. Like, what are you talking about?
Well, first of all, he ain't got no wife. you know, let's
Play
just
what
start
Stephen A.
there.
said again, Shannon.
All right, because he got a lot of nerve. Mute me, Jerome.
Same couldn't be said of First Take host Stephen A. Smith.
If I'm married and my wife is going to join trolling her ex, go back to his ass. Because clearly you don't belong with me. What you worried about him for and you with me?
I gotta get that lick back.
Bye.
So that's what Stephen A.
That's
said.
basically all that he said, and then they start going back and forth about it because, like I would say, where your wife at? What you think though, in terms of his relationship with the with the music versus his relation? I mean, her relationship with the music and the culture versus her relationship with her husband. Like, do any of the two even have anything to do with each other with regards to her doing what she did on the halftime show?
I mean, we're not in their house. I don't know if there was a conversation had between her and him, and she was like, "Baby, I'm about to, I want to go do this. Kendrick called me. Can I do this? Should I do this?" Or, I don't. I'm sure there was some kind. He knew about it. But I mean, as
Right.
far as what Stephen A. is talking about, that's her husband. That's his wife.
All right,
You know,
let me ask y'all this: what do y'all think was the point of him bringing her on that show, on there to do what she did?
I mean, like I mentioned earlier. I mean, I'm sure. Obviously, first of all, he mentioned her in the song. Like her
One.
name is in the song. You know what I'm
Oh, is
saying?
it?
Like, yeah, he tells
Yeah.
Drake like, don't speak on Serena.
Don't speak on
You know what I'm
Serena.
saying? And of course, his connection with Serena again is them being from the same city. You know what I'm saying? So, he big on representation of specifically Compton because that's where he's from, and in California as a whole or whatever. But yeah, I don't think. Again, I get it that she's his ex. We can't. I mean, that is what it is.
What did he say about Serena in the song?
He just said don't speak on Serena, like telling him because in a previous song, Drake had said something either about her or her and her husband. So this isn't the first time her husband and him have had some kind of exchange of words because Drake mentioned her in a song before and said something in reference to her husband. What it was, I don't know, but this isn't the first time that her husband has had something to say clap back at him. But Yeah, I mean, I just think that was the relation. You know, her being from where he's from, her being who she is. She's iconic, somebody that made it from the city. So everything that night was a representation of whatever message he wanted to get across, obviously. And then him representing on stage, you know, just again where he's from. And she's a part of that. So, I mean, like I said, I get it. Of course, there is a connection there, but I don't think that's the whole reason that she was brought up there.
I mean, I think she didn't mind giving a little troll. She's in the song. I don't think she had anything to do with being added to the song. But once she was and she heard it, I don't think she mind. Like, yeah, I'll troll this nigga too. He called himself trolling. You know, Drake is the troll king. So, I mean,
I
I
mean,
don't think it's that serious to where you like, I'm thinking about this nigga. No, I'm a part of this moment and I'm going to go enjoy the moment.
yeah, I mean, let's
Period.
take the performance. Let's take the performance out of it. So, according to Stephen A., because just break down what he said. Basically, he's saying like, why are you taking time out of your life to worry about your ex and troll him? I mean, so what he's saying is like, that man shouldn't be your mind ever. You shouldn't speak on him. So let's just say she was in an interview and she was with she mentioned something about her ex. And she said, and somebody said, "Well, how did that relationship go with him?" She was like, "It was trash. It was whatever. It wasn't good." I mean, that's a sense of trolling. So would Stephen A. obviously have a problem with that? Like if his wife is mentioning some other relationship and she was asked a question about it, you know what I'm saying? That sounds just extra sensitive to me.
I think it's yeah, being messy and part of the reason why old boy her husband is saying like shit, why your ass ain't got a relationship. This is why.
I mean, the whole thing was
You
messy.
know
I
some
mean, that's
details.
what it is. It ain't no rules and none of this beef and hip hop beef or whatever. I mean, it's all just
There's no rules in war, man.
yeah, all of it is trolling. All of it is trying to piss somebody off. All of it is sending a message or whatever.
So
If it's small or big, it's all teasing somebody or fucking with somebody's mental or whatever. So
so would y'all have been Caddy and Daryl? Would y'all have been all right with y'all wife doing that
Yeah, yeah.
for
yeah,
those
why not?
reasons?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't because like I said, I mean, yeah, I wouldn't have a problem with that.
I would have had a problem
Would
with it.
you? What would you
Yeah,
what would you
I,
think about
I
it?
would. I'm not with the pettiness in the first place, and then I definitely ain't finna uh, join in somebody else's beef and pettiness because now
Yeah.
it kind of so what it can kind of do is put her in a position to where it's now Drake can come back, be disrespectful to her. Now I got to deal with the
But he
nonsense.
done did that before. He
But
done
that's what I'm saying.
mentioned
Right.
She was
her in
already
songs.
yeah, she was
Drake done
already
mentioned her in songs.
yeah, she was already inserted in the beef already by Drake.
That's why
You
the
know what I'm
nigga
saying?
said, bet not mention Serena. That's why Kendrick Lamar said, bet not mention Serena in the song. Because Drake had
Right.
already been doing that shit. He
What
butthurt
Serena
like
say
he
when
is
he did
about.
it?
So I don't think she said nothing.
No,
That's
her
my
They
husband
just
point.
letting
So if
this
she
shit
I,
didn't
go.
say nothing,
her
then
husband said something.
I
what
don't
he
know if
say?
he said anything about it neither. I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't have facts. Oh, he did?
yeah, they had some kind of because I had come across this not too long ago. So they showed some previous little Twitter exchange or how they most of these people they talk through the internet. So he said something to Drake or directed at Drake about that previous dig at her or whatever.
Oh,
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Well, yeah, that's why he allowed. I'm just not for the petty and the back and forth shit. Because if I ain't gonna do nothing, then I ain't gonna be sitting up there going back and forth. Because sooner or later somebody gonna get too disrespectful. Then it's gonna lead to some shit you don't need to be leading to, especially over this little rap beef and whatever they got going on. So I wouldn't allow my wife to go and do the bullshit.
and be a part
But
of the moment
I ain't with
of that
negativity,
magnitude.
huh?
I mean, but think about the moment and the magnitude of it. You wouldn't want her to enjoy
Mm-mm.
her shine
Nah, she
and take
shined
her
enough.
place in history.
She don't need no shine. I don't see no place in history that did anything.
Well, you do know that back when she was playing tennis, she crip walked one time, and I'm not sure, but I think they tried to fine her for it. And so, what it is about
Was she
representing
married
where you
then?
come from and your culture. No, she
Was
wasn't
she
married
married
then.
then?
No, she
No.
wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So, when
Yeah,
we're
because
speaking
if I was,
of a
I would have had a problem with it then.
because if we're speaking of a
But
performance, you usually have a problem.
you would
Period.
have. So if you're
Hey, you too sensitive, nigga.
so
What
if
you
your
said
wife
last week? Hold on, nigga
No,
on
I
your
just
ass, nigga.
I hold my wife to a different standard. I wouldn't want my wife uh magnitude sea walking and gang banging and shit. That ain't something sexy about no goddamn woman. I don't want my
Well,
wife
in
to
this term,
represent. If you're gonna represent something about where you from, at least let it be good. You want to be sea walking and all that old shit. That ain't cute.
Man, that
see that's
shit
the
cute
thing.
as hell to me, cuz.
That's
See
because
that, but
you
that's the
like
thing.
you like hoes and ratchet women.
So I like, hold on. What she
and
said?
do.
What she say, said it? I like what she say? What she said? Blue collar, what she said? What Pig said?
Oh
What
my
Pig
God,
said she was? Not a
professional,
retail. Yeah, professional women.
professional,
I know retail, motherfucker, man. What you talking about, nigga?
the fucking professional.
And then they
Right?
say like her sister or brother got killed by a crip or something.
Yeah, but here's the thing about the crip walking at this point. Back in the day, when the origins of it, you wasn't doing that unless you was a crip. All right, when Bow Wow and all these other rappers started doing that just became a mainstream dance now. So when I hear people saying, "Oh, is she a crip and is she getting up there representing crips?" Crip walking, sea walking, crip walking, that's just a mainstream dance now. So everybody doing it, whether they white, crips,
They did it in the
hell,
Do the
Olympics.
Bloods do it?
Yep.
The
no,
Bloods got a blood walk.
they don't call it
Do
They
that.
they
they
sea walk though?
they don't call it that,
No,
but they
nigga.
do it. Yep.
There's the exact same
They
dance.
No, they
they
got
do
another walk.
they do their
It's similar.
version of, but it's
No,
still sea
they do
walking.
blood walk. They don't do sea walk.
Yeah.
Yeah, they call it's called skipping with them, like a blood skip or whatever. But yeah, so the cryptid thing, like I said, I'm not you can't take it out of it because that's what obviously the origin of it is, and people that's what they refer to it as. But
Right.
as far as that dance itself, now it's way above cripping. Now it's just a dance that thought people thought was cool. They like to do it, and so they doing it. So now it's just a dance. You ain't no crip if you doing it. Hell, like I said, Bow Wow was really the first person I saw that made it kind of mainstream where everybody was like, oh, what's that? And then now it's shit, everybody doing it. You got whole videos of people doing them now on Instagram and TikTok and all of that.
Snoop Dogg was the first one I seen do.
Yeah, well, you late.
Nah, but it was a long time ago.
And his version is
Still, you
horrible.
late.
He got better at it.
Horrible. I mean, you
But
don't
yeah,
have anything to
I
reference
still
it
wouldn't.
to, so I guess
I would make it equivalent to her getting out there twerking.
no,
No.
I think they're
no,
both as
hell no.
degrading.
I
No.
mean, bring
Y'all
your
just okay
arm
with
back
women.
because you're
Y'all
reaching
okay with
too
women
far.
acting like ratchet women. That's all that is. That's why
That's
Go
y'all
look
not.
have a
She's
at
not
problem.
being ratchet.
go look at what
I
For
twerking.
just
a
don't think
woman
it's ratchet.
sea walking, you don't think that's ratchet?
Go look
She's
at what
dancing.
twerking
That
looks.
is a dance. That is an art. It's
No,
break
that ain't no
dancing.
motherfucking art.
It's a part of break dancing. They
Man.
do
This
a
is an
little
art.
boo 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 when they break dance. Like, come on,
No, that's
Jerome. I
not
think you're
break
being a little
dancing,
too
man. That's
heavy.
sea walking. It has a
It is like
meaning
break,
for
but
it.
it's
Put
included.
a video. Go watch a video, a side by side video of somebody that's twerking and somebody that's sea walking.
Yeah,
No.
man.
And,
Come
I didn't
on,
say it's the
man.
same
I've
thing. I
seen
It's
said
not
they're both.
it's not
ass.
degrading.
I
you
said
made
they're
it the
both
same
No, I
thing.
degrading.
don't want to
Made
see
To
it,
no
me, it
more
made it
is
ass.
the same
because
thing.
I look at women in
Because you
different
sensitive,
way
nigga.
y'all do.
Yeah,
I
you
wouldn't want my
yeah.
wife sea walking.
So I mean, at the end of the day, doing some little
CC
clever.
walking right now, nigga.
I mean, at the
Right.
end of the day, doing something clever,
Jerome,
doing
what's
something.
that? What's that?
Zero.
Go ahead, Dale. I'm sorry.
I mean, no, at the end of the day, doing something clever with your feet on the tennis court and having a short little skirt on at the tennis court and bending over and popping your ass. That's a whole
Mm-hmm.
lot different than
Mm-hmm.
They
you
different,
know.
but they the same and
No,
more
not
to
really.
me.
No, not really.
No.
Yeah, this nigga he trolling now. We gonna call you Pastor Troll.
Negative.
I ain't trolling. I'm dead serious though. But
I
like I
think
said,
that Jerome,
I
I think
look at my
Jerome
wife in a different manner than y'all would probably look at y'all.
No, I get, and I'm gonna give Jerome some grace here because I think he's just looking at it as where the origin of the dance and what it represented when it came out, and he won't get away from that.
And
just
what
say,
she
oh,
but it's not even that. It's what she
Yeah.
representing too, because it
Just
comes
say
from Compton. And
no,
she know
no,
if she
no,
put it in
it
Compton,
don't
she
come
know
from
what it
Compton.
would mean.
Yeah, it don't come from Compton, first of all.
No, I'm saying it comes from Cali.
for
So
one.
that's in there. It comes from that area.
Yeah,
Compton is not in there.
it comes from Crippin. But like I said, the dances went from just that to now being a main popular dance. And so I mean, it is what it is. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the same as getting out there. Oh, I just won a tennis match. Let me twerk and my ass out, my thighs is jiggling. No, that ain't. That's not
Looking
the same.
at all the goodies, showing them off. I know I've seen too much ass. I've seen enough ass to know I don't want to see no more ass. One more
Well,
motherfucker
that's
turn
you.
All
around.
right, so let me ask y'all: do y'all think it's ladylike for her to a woman to be sea walking?
I think it is appropriate to the situation and the moment.
That ain't what
I
I
think
asked you.
it's a
I
now
said
if
for a
she running.
woman to be sea walking, do you think it's ladylike?
Yes, because at this point, it is just a dance that
Yes.
everybody does. Like that's what I'm saying. It's no
I
different
don't
from
do
any
it.
other.
I don't do it.
First of all, yeah. First of all, you can't do it.
I can do
You
it.
can't do it. That's why you don't do it.
I definitely can do it.
He can that. That's what he do.
I think my
Because
wife over
that's
here
what we
trying to
can
do it
call
now.
it.
Sea walking in the sea.
They can say that
Okay,
some of y'all dancing.
Huh?
Go ahead.
You
No, I
know
was
what
gonna say
I
that
look
some
at it like? I kind of look at it like some of the dances out now that the guys do. It's like them girl dances, man. Y'all doing the same dances as the women doing. Shit is girly.
well, we already know that the Gen Z them is, a little
Well, that's my
sassy.
point. I just think there's certain ways
They
women
like bitches,
handle
bitches acting
themselves
like
and
some
certain
hoes.
things men handle themselves, and
What
it's
did
just
Kendrick say?
I'm
Niggas
not all
acting
right
like
with
bitches and
the
acting like
men acting
niggas.
like women and the women acting like men.
Yeah, some shit like that.
Niggas acting like some bitches, bitches acting like some hoes.
Niggas acting like some hoes. Right.
Is that another song?
That's what
It's
Kendrick
in
said,
another.
yeah.
Do they see walk
Yeah.
to it?
They probably can
Yeah.
if they want to.
They
I knew it.
I knew it. I knew it.
Do
Because what
y'all?
you
Oh, all right,
talking
let me
about?
ask y'all this then. What if Michelle Obama would have went out there
She
and
had did
sea
it
walked
before.
it?
I seen
No,
Michelle
I
Obama
no.
think
sea
What if
I was
walk.
she
about
had
to say
done
I
it
think
at a
Michelle.
ball dance with her husband at one of the little
Then he probably would have
presidential?
started crip walking too.
No. Do y'all think it would have been appropriate for her to do
Yes,
it?
because nobody at this
That's not
point.
even the occasion for that.
What do you mean? If they dancing, if they at a party, no matter who party it is, it's a party.
I
Man,
mean,
There are
if
people
Michelle,
dancing,
if
and if a
Michelle Obama,
song comes on that's sea walkable,
Sea walkable. Hey,
man,
now.
do
look,
y'all think it would have been appropriate?
yes, and I would have loved her to death for doing it.
I know you
for
would.
You
real,
hear me?
Come on,
for real.
I would have been like
Southside
Michelle
should have been
Obama.
represented.
I see why you colored
I don't
are in
know
the
if I think
situation
they
y'all
nuts
in
in
now.
Chicago though. The BDs, GDs. Do they have Crips in Chicago?
No, ma'am.
No,
No. Oh,
No.
that's how come you ain't never seen no Crip walking until Snoop came.
I damn near lived in LA, so I definitely didn't see it. We got Crips here.
What you
My,
said? What the
my
hell they
sons,
doing? What
my
you said? What the hell
sons
they
claim
doing?
they Crips. Couple of them.
Motherfucking feet. He's like, y'all moving y'all feet pretty fast. I don't
What
know
the
if I
hell
can
y'all
do
doing?
that.
I like to
yeah,
see what's his name do it. The one that used to be with Ice Cube.
Dub C.
Dub C.
Yeah, Dub C.
Dub
Oh
C. What he
yes,
put?
yes.
He was the shit.
He is
Yeah,
treacherous with that
I like to
thing.
see him
Okay.
do it.
That let me
Yeah.
know that you
I
want to
like to
do it.
dance. I just don't think
That let me know you want
I
to do it, Jerome.
don't like to see the women doing it though. It's almost like seeing a man twerking.
I ain't watching no shit like that.
No, it's not. It is not. How?
We
How,
know it ain't to
Sway?
you, Shannon. I know it ain't to you.
It's not to nobody
How?
but you.
It's not to nobody.
Because the problem is y'all see women just the same as y'all see men. Y'all see us all the same.
That is
That's
not
not
true.
true.
It
That is
has
not-
to be.
That is
So
not
y'all
true.
don't see y'all. So y'all okay with women gang banging?
You know there are women.
Yes.
No,
You know there are women
you know I'm
crips,
not okay
right?
with
Yeah, I
nobody
don't think
gang
it's
banging.
good either.
But that's not the
I'm
point.
not
But
good
they're going to
with
crip
nobody
walk
gang
too. The
banging.
women
I
and the
don't
men.
care. I'm saying what we're okay with though. There's a lot of stuff
It's not
that's
about.
going on that I'm not okay with.
It's not about being okay with it.
It is. That's what we're talking about. I said what you feel about it. Are you okay with it? I said if your wife was doing it, would you be allow her to do it?
If my old lady grew up in Compton, then of course she has been around some gang culture.
Uh-huh.
And you know what I mean? That's what it is. That she gonna say they gonna say cuz of blood. I'm sure if she had brothers, they brothers was in some type of gang or around the culture. You know what I'm saying? I mean, that is
Listen,
what that is. But if my old lady is being the squares that I like my old lady to be, because I don't like these ratchet hoes. So if my old lady is being the square that I want her to be,
Like
then no, I
professional.
don't want to see her. I don't want to see her crib walking, dog. No.
listen.
No, bitch, you ain't never been around a crib in your life but me.
Yeah, nah,
But it's just a dance. And if
I
she
just
learns
view
to dance
I try to
to
view women like
perform
women
at an
supposed to be.
occasion, you would be mad about that? If she wanted to be cool one day and it's a, like, just say they put it in a step or a line dance, like the cha-cha or something like that, or the electric slide, and they throw
No,
that in
walk
there,
now.
you gonna have a
What you talking
problem
about
with
now?
her not knowing how to crip walk just because in the occasion. If you guys are somewhere and they just, it's like if you go line dancing, if you don't like your woman line dancing, because what's the difference?
Because it ain't representing no
It's
damn
appropriate.
game. And line dancing is a unisex dance.
You don't think line dancing represent represent the good old boys?
Who are the good old
Or,
boys?
or is that something that they actually got from us in the first place?
Who are you talking about? Who was the good old boy?
Yo, people.
All your people.
The whites? Y'all talking about the whites?
Yeah, the whites.
The
Yo,
slave
people.
masters.
I don't think line dancing represents the whites, first of all. I
Represent
think
y'all. Get it right.
I think
Yeah, they two step.
honky tonk dances might represent the whites. Anytime you got to dance with some rhythm and stuff into it, I think that represents the black culture.
Does
So
line
no,
dancing have rhythm?
yes it does. Ours do.
When you
I
say
mean,
ours,
the
you
line
mean
dancing
like
I've
the
done
people
have
at your
rhythm.
family reunion, or what you mean ours? Like ours, like the black people?
Yeah, y'all.
See what I'm saying? I knew it was gonna get ugly.
Well, I claim y'all when it's something good.
See, that nigga OJ for real. I thought I was
Y'all,
According to you,
OJ.
ain't shit
when
Yeah.
good.
I
y'all on
thought
that
I was
ignorant,
OJ.
y'all on
Jerome
the
is a culture
ignorant,
vulture.
y'all on that ignorant nigger stuff. I don't claim y'all.
Jerome is a black
You
culture vulture.
you hear how his
I
accent
claim
kicked
the
in, you
good.
niggers.
I just
You
claim the
niggers.
good of blacks. Y'all claim it all. You know, every culture, on the serious note, every culture other than blacks,
Hey,
every
God.
nationality other than black folks, always separate themselves from the degenerates of their race.
That is not
Except the
true.
blacks. Blacks want to put us all together no matter what. And it's like, no, I'm not claiming you niggas that act stupid and all that. No, y'all ain't me. I ain't y'all. See, like the rich whites don't claim the poor rednecks and stuff. They don't they
We
don't group
do.
themselves together.
We do. I like a good house nigga every now and again.
We do though. Niggas we want to put all us together, no matter what class we are. None of that. I'm not with that.
No, I'm not with that neither, though. That's why I identify as a rich white lady. Oh, rich white lady at that.
So when I say
Hey,
y'all,
Don, you darkies. He
you know,
come
when
number
I
one
say you
darky now.
doctors or you coloreds, I'm talking about the worst of us. That's what I'm talking
The
about.
worst of us. He saw the
So it's not
best
that I'm
in
forgetting my blackness. I'm just not claiming the worst of it.
me.
Kind of like
Everyone
Serena Seawalking.
could only see the worst
Now she,
in me.
yeah, see, if she got up there singing that, I'd have claimed her. Definitely not.
Where would you have claimed her as? Definitely not your homegirl, right?
No, a sister in Christ.
Because wouldn't that be also, if you call somebody your homegirl, wouldn't that also be gang banging? If sea walking is gang banging?
No, homegirl. I don't use that term anyway. I don't have any homegirl. That's something Deacon Caddy would use. I don't use that. I don't have no
How you gonna
homegirl.
have a deacon that's not following your lead?
Hey man, all I can do is show him. All I can do is lead. It's up to him to follow.
Well, I like to start
You
my
know,
own flock of
depending on
women
where the
every
hell
now
you
and
leading them
again.
to.
Hey, Maggie, you know why I like Make America Great Again? Because you can't say Make America Great Again without Maggie.
Hi, Maggie. I didn't even
Hey
see you
everybody,
here.
how y'all doing? Happy Sunday.
Hey, hey,
Happy
It's
hey,
belated
Monday.
happy Sunday.
Valentine's
It's
Day,
Monday.
everybody. I hope
Oh
you guys
shit!
What you get?
enjoyed
What you get for Valentine's
your
Day,
Did you
Maggie?
Lover's
get you?
Day.
Yeah, Maggie, what you
Get you
get?
some?
What you get for
I
Valentine's Day,
got a
Maggie?
whole I got a few happy Valentine's days.
I think she lying,
Hugs?
y'all.
You got a few hugs?
Lying. She's holding
That's what
back.
I got. I'm
You didn't
telling
get any
you.
gifts, Maggie?
No, not yet. Mm-mm.
Not yet. Where you plan on getting them from?
I
Damn,
don't know
because
where they got it from.
you done already missed Valentine's Day and Side Chick Day. So what the fuck you mean like that?
Yeah,
I'm
right.
no side chick. That's number one.
You
I'm
don't
no
know that.
side chick.
You
We
don't
you
know
might
that
you
now.
might want
Get
to
it
start
right.
I
analyzing.
might be a side chick. Y'all probably right. I
I
probably am.
mean,
You might want
in
to
these
start
days, you'll
analyzing.
never know.
You might want to be
In
one.
these days, you'll never
We normally
know,
treat them
Maggie,
better.
the way these niggas lie. They lie so
I
tough.
know it. I know it.
So you
Oh,
never
you,
know what the
girl,
fuck going on,
girl. But how y'all doing
right?
though? How y'all enjoy y'all Valentine's days? How was
It was
yours,
When
Jerome?
cool.
was it?
It was yesterday.
Huh?
When is it?
No, it was
Oh my
Friday.
goodness. How was yours, Shannon?
This motherfucker married.
Girl,
I'm
I
doing well,
am not
Maggie.
paying attention to Jerome right now.
Valentine around here every day.
He say when. So, what about Valentine's Day? As a matter of fact, Valentine's Day expectations. When should they start? When should they stop? And is it really even a big deal anymore, or has Valentine's Day crashed out? Because I didn't see a lot this year. Like, usually it's like everybody in love all of a sudden. You
Did you
get to
go
see a
out
whole
to
lot of
any
I saw a
shadows
ceremony?
at a
couple
whole lot of dinners.
engagements. I saw two
I did
people on
not.
my, and this is just on my friends list. I saw two people get engaged.
That was stupid.
Are you saying
Setting
marriage is
themselves
stupid,
up for
Jerome?
failure.
Actually,
Big
it's
Men were
failure.
smart.
stupid.
Actually, it's smart because you can remember that date
They
a
ain't
little bit
married though.
And you
easier.
don't got to celebrate it
They
twice.
just
You
got
like you could
engaged
get
that day.
Valentine's Day and the anniversary out the way at the same time. I mean, low key,
They ain't get married that day. They just got engaged.
But shit, the
they
day I
probably gonna
engage
get it.
you is the day that we
That's
gonna
still gonna
consider
be
it as marriage.
right.
Huh?
That's still gonna be like an
I don't
anniversary
even know what
of
day me
some
and my wife
sort.
got engaged.
I
You
wrote
don't
it
You
even
just
down.
remember
remember that
when you got
you
married,
remember
Jerome.
marriage,
So what difference does it
right?
make?
Yes, I do.
Hey, hey, he
It's on
invited
my marriage.
everybody but me. He invited everybody but me to the wedding.
I ain't
But we
invite
ain't gonna talk
nobody
about
to the
that.
wedding. That's what
We ain't
I
gonna talk
did.
about that in the show.
I ain't invite nobody.
So who sent the invitations out?
My wife's mama.
Oh hell no.
We told her don't tell nobody. We wasn't even having a wedding. Me and my wife supposed to get married in the living room.
Damn.
We said we ain't telling. Matter of fact, so we wasn't gonna even tell her, but she was the one that was gonna marry us. So since it was on New Year, I'm like, well, baby, we might need to tell her because she might have plans. So she's like, my mama don't go nowhere. I said, yeah, this be the year ass go somewhere. Man, we must have told her, and shit, it was less than 2 weeks before it was time for us to have it. Man, that nigga must have called every nigga with the last name Burge and Frazier and So I didn't tell my family. Matter of fact, I never told my family. I said, well, we just gonna shoot it live on Facebook, and then that's how they'll find out. So I end up telling my mom and my kids the week before because I didn't want nobody to be trying to come to Houston. And shit, my mama bought a flight that day, and my son and his wife, they hit the road. They said, we coming. I said, no, don't come. I said, we're gonna come up there afterwards. And they like, no, we coming. And that's why I didn't want to tell my family, because I knew a lot of them was gonna try to come.
Damn, man, you all right, bro?
And then shit. So then we end up. I said we end up telling the Domino family.
I knew they was gonna come.
Huh?
The nigga said I ain't tell my family. I knew they was gonna want to come. I hope none of your family is watching this show.
Yeah, well, it was New Year's.
Don't give a fuck.
Yeah,
So
the weather,
right
the
at
weather,
Christmas,
the weather.
it was
Yeah,
the
the
week
weather.
of Christmas, so I didn't want them spending all that money trying to come. You got 1 week.
Mm-hmm.
You know them tickets gonna be high as hell.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like,
So why
no,
didn't you schedule it for a different day? Like, what
because
was
we
the
wasn't
hurry?
trying to have no wedding. So the plan was we just gonna get married on the 1st and have a big reception in here in Kansas City on the 10/10/2020. And then COVID hit, so couldn't do all that.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, they say when you know, just do it.
But yeah,
Nice.
we had a decent Valentine's the other day.
Oh, yeah,
What you get her, man?
Did you plan it? Did you plan it?
Playing what?
The
We
Valentine's
ain't do
Day
nothing.
events.
We ain't do nothing.
Oh, it was just nice.
I got her. In fact, I got her this thing right here. Hold on. Uh-oh.
You gotta get your reacher. You forgot
Yeah,
your
reaching
arm
it.
is short.
It ain't that strong.
Ooh, you got her something heavy?
Yeah, I didn't do.
Give me back my gold.
I ain't do much. I got her this thing here. So rolls inside this glass thing, whatever.
You better be specific when you say rolls, man.
But that's all I did. I ain't do nothing major. My wife's spoiled, so she ain't got no room in here for nothing else anyway. So I wasn't gonna get her nothing. But she big on
you look like you probably picked that up from off the corner and getting off the freeway.
That's exactly why I picked it up. I tried to get it free.
I just received a lot of stuff for my birthday. So
when was your
my birthday was on the 23rd, and it was he spent a lot of money.
He would? Who is he?
Yeah, who is he? She telling on herself. I knew it was gonna come out. You can you claim it yet? Hell. Can you claim it?
Nah, I have a friend.
A friend? Nigga, we your friends, as you say.
No, you don't have friends.
I said, as you say.
Oh.
Hold
on, y'all. Gotta let my dog outside. Hold on.
Oh no.
You gotta have him take the dog.
That's why he's still your friend, because you got a dog.
Yeah, he ain't.
Yeah,
he ain't trained like Jerome.
I don't allow my women. I'm the only dog that my women need.
Daryl, are you married?
That's probably all they can handle.
No.
Are you in a relationship?
Yes.
He will be.
Man or a woman?
Hey man, what the fuck, man?
I gotta ask. I don't know the nigga like that. He isn't. You're in Cali. He do like women sea walking. So what that tell you? Like them strong women.
No comment.
Black sister.
Let Daryl handle
Y'all
his
saw
own
that from Dion Cole.
What is that?
So all of you guys are in relationships
No,
and
hell
stuff?
no, Maggie. No, Maggie. I was talking.
I'm single.
I'm sorry.
I know you heard his voice.
Like, what, you all right?
Everybody was talking.
This why you didn't get nothing for
Everybody was
Valentine's Day.
talking.
No, everybody was kind of listening to me talk.
Yeah, that's what we were doing.
You just agreeing with him just to agree, but go ahead, Kat.
You got it. Happy Valentine's Day, man.
Yeah. You say it. Since he can't talk, you go on talk and let us
I
know
didn't
when.
say happy. Okay.
Now you don't want to talk.
Sideways people from
Next
Arkansas.
question.
Just like a woman.
It's always people from Arkansas,
I'm
bro.
proud
I
to
ain't
be a
lying.
woman. Like proud to be a
Girl,
woman.
what you
I
get your
haven't
woman for
done anything.
Valentine's Day? Or do y'all celebrate it?
Yeah. I got some.
Yeah.
Niggas go dry.
I got her some stuff that she wanted.
Like some
I just got
cleaning
some
products.
Nah, I just got some
So
perfume.
cleaner.
What you get
And,
you, D?
What kind of wait, I'm sorry. What kind of perfume did you
I was
get?
about to say, which one did you get? There's
Don't
some
tell
good
them, D, because
stuff
they're
out
going to be
there.
trying to smell like your woman, D. Don't even tell them.
So
I wear
what?
a
Don't
signature
be
perfume, so I
gatekeeping.
don't let
This ain't
nobody
the
know
time.
what the fuck. I already know what's
This
up, but
ain't.
I know it's some good
Hold on, man. Y'all ain't
perfume
going to
out
jump me at
there.
the same time. Hey, Jerome, you got to
Shit,
mute one of them.
you
Y'all going
know,
to jump me at the same
yeah.
time, though.
Y'all
It
not,
sound
I
it
like
basically
that
sound
type
like
of
they
shit.
arguing with each other. Just let them go.
You know
No,
what?
I'm
You ain't
just saying
lying.
there's no gatekeeping. Like, why would you not want women? Why would you not want your sisters to smell good? If you smell a fragrance and you know it
Because
smell
we ain't talking
good,
about
don't
what?
gatekeep. Don't
I'm
gatekeep. Tell
gatekeeping.
everybody.
I gatekeep the ones that I particularly wear. You have to find out on your
That's
own
different.
the ones I
That's
particularly
different
because
because you're a
you know
woman
you
and we tend to do that.
yeah, we do.
Why do
Maggie,
y'all
you a
do
woman?
These niggas
Don't play with me.
Oh, my bad, Maggie.
But what kind of
these
perfume?
niggas that
What
have
kind of,
all of the church congregation smelling the same. Hey,
that,
I want to
Valentine.
know
that white diamond.
what
That white diamond. You hear me? Yes,
No.
Hey,
Lord.
Gav. You know how these
Just
I
to
church
know,
be
I
What's
know,
fair.
I know.
What
happening?
kind of
Hey, why you always laying down when you come in here, man? You make me real uncomfortable when you come in this motherfucker.
Well, you must be laying with some other man or something. Then if you feeling uncomfortable,
Hey, you got me
hey,
fuck up, buddy.
Wait. No, wait a
nah,
minute. I'm trying to figure out what kind of perfume he bought. I want to know. What kind
it
did
was
you buy there?
it wasn't one of the like designer brands or American brands. It was some exotic perfume from Dubai.
some back.
Mm.
Was it in the pink? Was it
Oh,
the pink one?
It was red
exactly.
and gold or something like that. The box, I don't know, with some funny
Moral of the
lace.
I
Oh,
story,
bought I
all
I
we
bought
thought
got
How
you
is
were
white
did you
get
get
talking
it
it?
about
diamond.
that Barack or whatever,
How did you
whatever.
acquire it?
Huh?
How
White
did you
diamond.
acquire it? Did you get it from Dubai or they sell it in
I mean, I don't know where they shipped
Macy's?
it from. I just ordered it online.
Okay.
Yeah.
You are
Okay.
So
amazing.
you
What
had
she
never
get
so
you?
you never smelt it. So you never smelt it before. Did it smell like cat piss?
Nah, with that one in particular, I never smelled it. I just kind of
cat
went with the
piss.
reviews, and it sounded.
Was it?
Coochie,
Does
coochie,
Baccarat sound familiar? Is it
coochie,
Baccarat?
coochie.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's good. That's
that's
good.
that's the hottest one out.
Yeah.
That's
What
what
it's
I
called?
got
Send me
on
the
now.
name of it, Mag. I know you can't. What?
Go ahead.
Yeah, that's the one that
I
gets
see
you
you.
all the women. That Baccarat
I see
Rouge
you.
540.
It's for men?
Mm.
Hell yeah.
Oh.
Well, is it not? I
They
thought it
got
was
a man
unisex.
and a
How you
woman.
spell it? How you spell it
Yeah.
wrong? Let me type that in where I can send
I'll
it to
send
one
it
of
to
these
you.
women. Okay, send it to me. Somebody
No,
gonna buy me
it
that
ain't
shit.
unisex,
You shouldn't know
Maggie.
nothing
Y'all
about
helpers
no
just always want to do what
where
men do, so y'all just start wearing it. So they just feel
Whatever.
you know some men's
Hey,
perfume do smell really good on women.
that's what happened for
Like I
real.
used to wear the Jean Paul Gaultier, the male
I
version.
like the smell of men's, some men's cologne. I'm not saying I would just wear it, but
That's
I like the
exactly what she's
smell.
saying.
You supposed
No,
to. That's what they make them
I
for.
have used now. This is a confession now. I
Man
smelled
deodorant?
some. No, it wasn't deodorant. It was body wash. And it like woke
Oh,
me up. Like when I smelled it, it had a smell that would just like wake you up. It's like, ooh.
oh,
So
you
yeah,
use
I
Old
like it.
Spice? Which one
Did
you
you grab
use?
your
Old
It
booty?
Spice?
wasn't Old Spice. Honestly, it was one of the cheap. Like I got it from Dollar General, like
Oh,
on the dollar
Suave.
aisle.
Oh, you use that
Oh
Suave.
Lord, musty.
So it smells good
It
for
was
5
not
minutes.
Hey, D.
musty.
Hey, D, she had that Suave.
She got
That
some
shit
But it
cheap
was
strong as
just
hell.
deodorant.
Hey, that shit
Get it
strong
out.
as hell. It smell
Musty
good,
as
but
hell.
it be like water and shit. That shit don't do nothing.
Man,
It
Musty
be
that
as
like
shit.
fuck.
As soon
water
as
when
you
you put
walk
it on your
outside,
towel.
it's a wrap.
But it had one of them smells that just wake you up.
Yeah,
So that's
that's
why.
what it do. It tricked the shit out you. You think you done got some good shit. It smell good till that wind hit your ass.
Daryl, what did
But
your girl get you?
man, you know what we got as men for Valentine's Day.
I don't know what y'all got.
Yeah.
My wife a good gift giver.
I mean, not what you get, but what you mean? Do you know what we got? Like all men get the same thing?
Cause all women feel like ass is a Valentine's Day gift.
Oh hell no.
No, I got actual
Now, if you
gifts.
married to Jerome, you know better. He don't even want to
Yeah,
do
damn
it.
right.
Oh yeah, I
Buy
forgot.
something.
I
This
forgot.
nigga say,
Hey,
I'm
Roll me
tired of
wrong.
hey,
fucking.
Shannon, you probably can buy some more ass, but you gonna buy something.
What you get down there, old timer?
Who me?
They don't
Yeah.
do that no more.
Man, I don't get that, man. It's 40 years. We don't do all that junk no more.
Damn. 40
You
years,
give
long
gifts. You
time.
Or
give
his
gifts
wife every day.
all year long. See,
Oh,
if
okay,
you're
talk that
giving
talk.
something
Teach me
all the
something.
time, you don't expect nothing on a certain day.
Yeah.
So it's
But you can't say that
automatic
on her
here,
birthday.
Huh?
I bet you can't say that on her birthday.
No, she don't expect nothing on her birthday.
Like
Why
her.
you don't need nothing?
She got some
Man,
sisters.
You know, you get
if
to a
you just
certain
bought
point
your
where you
wife a
really don't
five
need
hundred dollar
nothing.
bag last month and her birthday coming, she ain't gonna say nothing.
So you saying you bought her a $500 bag last month?
Yeah.
Hey,
What she
listen,
look like? I might spend 1,000 on the bag. What she look like?
your wife too old to be buying $500 bags.
Shit.
Hey man,
Bullshit.
don't tell
That's
that
an
man his wife
investment.
old
She don't even
man.
go out that
That
much.
went
Bullshit.
too far.
You
Uh-huh.
never,
That's an investment.
Yeah.
She
that
don't even
never
go
go
out
My,
that
out
much.
style
Be
for a
wearing no
woman.
$500 bag.
yeah,
No.
you
A
see
nice
my wife,
bag.
you say something different about that.
Yeah, talk that
Well, I
talk
know she's
then.
young, and
uh,
you told me she's young and
Yeah,
hot.
my wife younger than me, man. She ain't 60. She ain't even 50.
Your wife in her 40s, dog?
Yeah.
And how old are you, if you don't
I,
mind me asking?
I'm
62.
62, man.
Oh,
and
you
the
you
runner.
a you a you a old school me.
He a whole
Man,
player.
I like young and tender. I don't like
Yeah,
old and tough.
yeah. I
Young,
fuss with
tender.
you.
Like old Maggie down there.
Oh, nah, that ain't Maggie. That ain't her picture, bro.
Damn
Do not
sure
be
ain't
fooled.
tender.
Don't be fooled. That is not her picture. That is
Yeah,
not her picture.
she ain't tender
I know
now.
what Maggie look like.
Nobody was.
I know what Maggie look like. Shoot, I done
So
talked to
you ain't
Maggie
say,
in real
well, she
time.
ain't young and tender.
Have you seen Maggie
You know,
feet?
Maggie got them lips, baby.
Them lips.
Man, what you got? Man, them
Stop.
lips. Hey,
Stop. I'm
them lips got me
no.
right there. Them lips is what
Yes,
got me
yes.
anyway.
She blushing and everything. Them lips, them
Yeah,
lips
Oh,
fine.
baby.
bless you. Y'all don't give me shot.
All right, so what?
Oh
Nobody
my
wants you.
God. Mute Maggie, man. Get Maggie out of
you
here. She
is
keep on having this made up
you
ass
way too
boyfriend.
dramatic for
She
your
can't.
first
Look,
motherfucking nigga
I'm
ever
just
on here.
she
not
finally get a man, and
first.
she picked the worst guy in Arkansas.
Yeah, and
I
she
mean,
Can't even
golly,
compliment.
they
this is
just
made up
met and
37
ass
year
she
old
this is
man.
made
already
up ass
in
boyfriend.
trouble.
Maggie, you know what? I think your relationship is like that one dude that went to Notre Dame. You remember that? Y'all remember that about that story? I forget his name, but he thought he was in a relationship with somebody, but it really was like a man, and he got catfished.
So you saying
I
you
think
think
that's
I'm in
how
a
you.
relationship with a woman?
No, I'm saying I think you getting catfished.
How?
Your relationship is
I'm seeing this
online.
I
person.
think
No, it's not.
I think she messed with Kenny and don't want to tell nobody because she ashamed.
Oh, they both in Arkansas, ain't they?
Right down the street. Matter of fact, that's
That's
Oh
where a
wow.
man at.
nasty.
I ain't gonna
They
even say
killed
it.
Kenny.
Man, Maggie
Whoa.
ain't mess with no Kenny. I know
The baby
better than
Hey,
that.
that's
is
an upgrade for Maggie. What you
If
mean?
she did, I would fly to Alabama,
Man, Kenny,
Alabama.
if you
What
look at Kenny,
Alabama?
if
Mississippi,
you look at Kenny,
Arkansas.
one
Where you
eye
live at?
going one way and the other eye going
Yes,
the other way.
Arkansas.
Arkansas. Okay, my bad. I'll
When you
fly
be
to
talking to Kenny,
Arkansas,
his
which I
eyes go in
never
different
ever.
directions.
Okay, what
ever
is going on
intended on
here?
going to Arkansas.
What's
Get
the
it
All
out
real
the
right,
deal?
way.
all right. Let's get back on topic.
What are we talking
What?
about today?
Let's get back on topic.
Yeah, I know, man. We
So
got
what
these
is it?
old niggas
So
on the
if
podcast.
No, Caddy, what
so
you
if you,
get your oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, thank you.
I'm like, okay, y'all want to move on or y'all want to stay? Make up your mind.
We
No, we
want to
want to
move on.
move on.
So
We want to move on.
ain't nobody get shit special. Happy Valentine's Day. If you get a late gift, if somebody give you a late gift, are you upset about that, or are you gonna accept it? Is it cool, or is it just too late? It's
How
like
late you talking?
you didn't care anything after that day, because it's not like Valentine's is like this great big holiday you celebrate for a week, like Thanksgiving or Christmas.
So you said, what if it's a week and a half late?
If it's a week and a half late, is that still considered a Valentine's Day gift, or did you just get something? Get a person something.
If they say that's what it's for,
Nah, that nigga done forgot and he trying to make it up. That's what it is.
something wrong with making up?
No, ain't nothing wrong with it. But you the question was asked, how do you feel if they did that? If they gave you that in that time period? You know, it's just the individual, I guess. I mean, you know, some folks will say, hey, Dad, you brought me this, but the other like, nigga, you forgot. And now you're trying to make up.
Or they
Or
may
can I
not
say
have
that?
forgotten. They may have couldn't afford it at the time the holiday came up.
So then why not just be honest about that?
You didn't say he
Do what
lied.
you
You said
can,
they
or
gave it
if
to you late.
nothing, and then when you do get something, just be like, I just got you something. Why does it have to be like a makeup gift?
Well, you didn't say he lied. You just said he
I didn't
got it
say
late.
lie. I mean,
You said why
if you
not
don't
be
say you,
honest? Who said he wasn't
if you
honest?
if you don't say you forgot, if you try to make up some other shit, and the real reason is shit I forgot, why not just say I forgot? Or
Well, that was the old man said he forgot. I said, or maybe he just couldn't afford it at the time and needed to get it a week or so later.
Yeah.
I mean, well then
But
you're missing
he
the
could say that
occasion,
too.
and
Mama, I ain't
later
got the money right now, but I'm gonna do you right later on.
he can say
You
that.
know.
I mean, but still, is it really like necessary for it to be a big deal? Is really what I'm trying to ask.
I don't
Is it
believe
really a
so.
big deal?
It's not a
Yeah,
big deal.
I wouldn't see it. I think if somebody made it a big deal, they pretty selfish and
There
that's
you go. There you
that's
go,
an
right
issue.
there.
But what if they actually just didn't give a fuck? Period. Like if you're messing with somebody and okay, I got a scenario for you. If a woman is dating someone exclusively and Valentine's Day arrives and somewhere in the late evening he calls her or texts her Happy Valentine's Day. How do you think that would be received? So because he didn't forget, obviously he didn't forget, but he didn't acknowledge it all day long. Or her.
So you saying they're just dating? They're not a couple?
A couple dating exclusively, if you're not married, what's the difference? This is the
Dating is
person that you expect to spend that type of holiday with.
okay. Well, they together
And
then.
they know that.
Who's that with all that noise?
I don't know. I'm trying to
Must be
pinpoint.
Sorry,
I
cat.
don't know
I'm
who
about
that is.
to. That's me.
Is that
I'm
you,
about to
Maggie?
leave. Yes, it was.
Um,
Why you ain't showing your face, Maggie?
please don't make it now.
Is she gonna get in trouble? She already
It's
told
not
you
the face, it's
that.
the hair. I took my hair down. I took my hair down last night, so my hair is
Oh,
not
come
as
on,
well.
baby. You know it don't matter.
Yes, it do.
Damn, hey man, you all right, man?
Don't
Let's
scare
get
Come
the
me.
chat
on, man.
line.
Come on here looking any kind of way.
Man,
About
if
to
you
block.
love her, it don't
Look,
Come on here
matter.
looking like.
Jerome,
Golito
Hey,
love.
hey, hey, when you love her, it look like it died, fried, and laid to the side. Every day you come alive, so it don't matter.
That makes
That's
absolutely no
right.
sense.
Talking like a true player. bam. But I have had a conversation with someone that I'm talking to about um, being able to see a woman for her natural self, like that men, and this is just what he said, that a lot of men are really tired of, like, they don't mind if you wear a wig or a weave or whatever when you hear, but they don't want it all the time. They want to see the person for who they actually naturally are. Long hair,
You
short
got that
hair,
right.
without makeup. They want to know. They don't want to,
I never
go to
liked my wife
bed.
wearing makeup. Never wanted her to wear makeup. My wife looks like she has on natural makeup as it is. Looks like her lips are lined and everything already. So I always told her never, and she ain't never worn it. Ever since I met her, she started
Hmm.
wearing makeup.
I'm the same way, girl.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't.
she I mean, my wife looked just as beautiful, but to me more without makeup than with.
Same thing I told my wife. See, you same as I see.
And that's how it's
Yeah.
supposed to be, though.
I
I
think
mean,
most
being
men
honest
say
about
that.
it. Yeah, I don't want you to have to get up and make your face up or put eyelashes on and all that to be pretty.
So why do women do it? Why is that
Because they
complaint
ugly.
prevalent right
No,
now?
no,
At least
I
you
think
think
it's
they ugly.
because they.
I think it's an insecurity. I don't think it's ugly. I think it's an insecurity because some of my eyelashes might not be that long, or you know,
Or
something.
some
Or
just
they,
want to impress.
yeah,
Some want to try to impress
that could be the
to
reason
get a.
too.
They
Okay.
like for men to look at them. A
I
lot of
mean, but I'm
women
talking
love for
about
men to look.
with your partner, or even if you got multiple, always having it on. Like, go to bed with it, wake up with it. Like, never really showing your full natural self to the man you with.
They think they ugly without it. They
See,
got to be.
you
If
still
you
ugly.
can't, if you don't want him to see you without it, then you think it's something wrong with the way you look without it.
Hmm.
You
Mm.
think he ain't gonna
Or
find you as attractive.
do you think with the day and age of all this cosmetic surgery that a woman may think that that's what she needs to have to keep up with other women?
Nope, because
Because,
men ain't
you
telling y'all
know,
that. I don't think so, because men ain't saying we want y'all to. I ain't never heard a man say, "Baby, you should go get you some eyelashes, or go get some booty shots, or some fake breasts, long weave, or nothing."
You might
Man,
yeah,
not say
but
you might
it's
not
the
say you want
opposite.
your woman to look like that, but you gonna cheat with a woman that looks like that. Not you in particular, but a lot of men do.
So, but most women don't want to be cheated with.
in 2025 in the new millennium, that's the
Yeah,
preference. They don't want to hold you niggas down. Give
no,
me
they don't.
$40 and get the fuck on. That's what they are.
Whoa.
Or they got their own bag. I don't need a nigga. Fuck a nigga. So I
But
don't
we
know.
the ones that want to be in a relationship. I don't know why they always say that. They don't want to be the one that the man cheating with.
Are you
But
sure?
no, that's that woman. That's that woman following other women's stuff. Because men say all the time they don't like all that stuff, but women continue to do it anyway.
Well, they might say that them. I'm in agreement with Maggie to a degree. They might say they don't want that, and I'm not gonna that all of them go run to that and go get that as far as a little side piece. But if you pay attention to what he's looking at, he's admiring it. You know, if that's what you catch, if you see him, that's what's catching his eye. You wouldn't think that maybe that's something that he's attracted to, and might want to influence a woman to emulate that to his church.
He ain't attracted to the eyelashes and all that. Normally, when a woman has all that, she got her ass out and her titties out and all that. So that's what's catching his eye. The whole stuff she doing. Because when a man sees that, he sees that's easy ass there. So if you want to be a woman that looked as something easy for a man to have sex with, then yeah, you should do all that. But if you trying to find a decent man to be with, then that ain't what he
So
looking for.
so what about the men? Okay, what about the men that actually do wife women who they allow their women to show a little skin? You think that they married her because she was an easy fuck?
What's,
Or does he really like the presentation and likes what he has on his arm, like to show that off?
a lot of men are weak.
I'm gonna be honest with you. Most men ain't gonna marry a woman who had sex on the first date. That's me anyway. And the people that
You
I
ain't
hang
most men,
around,
huh?
they haven't had that either.
He went straight to
They just
fucking.
don't
Y'all
feel
ain't
like
talking about
that's
me.
that's my easy lay. Whenever I get ready to get something, that's my easy lay. So I keep her on the side, and then they look for someone that's not that way. That's my
What if the
honest
I
first
don't know.
opinion.
date what's 3 months? Is that the rule?
3 month rule.
3 months. Steve
90
Harvey
days.
said, what if the first date
Yeah.
was 3 months after they became acquainted?
How often were they talking?
Just getting to know each other over the phone.
You talking about having sex is 3 months down the line?
Yeah, you
Yeah.
said that they're
Yeah.
not. What if the first date was 3 months
I
down the line
I,
and they
I
had
don't
sex?
I, I don't agree with that 3 month down the line thing neither. When it happens, it happens. A person can fall in love on the first date. It's true. But what I'm saying, from my personal opinion, is that when I was out there doing it, I didn't care for a woman if she wanted to give it up on the first date. That's my
You didn't. You
personal
said you
opinion.
didn't care for her.
I mean, but how many women are offering it up on the first date? It's usually
There's plenty.
Almost
the
all
man
of them.
asks for it. No, I don't date women, so I don't know. So you
No,
saying
there's
y'all
a
go out
plenty.
with women
There's
and they throwing sex at y'all?
They ain't
man,
necessarily
but
got through it, but if they gave it up, they gave it up.
when I was
But you
out
gave
there,
it up too.
But you
I'm
gave it
not
up
the
too,
woman
and you
though.
asked for it.
yeah, but
But
see,
why?
It ain't the
but see,
same
If
though.
you don't want
us as
if you
us
don't
as
want her to do
men,
what you want her to do, why ask her to do something to hear her
Because
say
that ain't
no?
because he want to do it.
that's it.
He
So if
don't
she's
mind her
doing what
doing.
you
You don't
want,
mind
so if she's
the
doing
man
what you
don't
want
mind
to
her
do, why
doing
are
it
you judging her?
because that's what we
But
do. You
but
find
I'm
out
not
what
Niggas
judging
category to
her.
put
gossip.
her in.
Ragged
I'm
ass.
I'm not judging her. I'm just telling you the way that I am, the way that I feel. It ain't a judgment thing because she can fall in love with the next
No,
man
it's not.
and say and
No.
tell me, hey, I got this man. Hey, okay, I'm cool with that. You know, I'm not gonna get angry.
You know,
It's a crapshoot
like
with you, man.
it.
Just roll the
Shannon, you
dice.
know how
Who
women,
knows?
you know how y'all women put men in certain categories. Like y'all are friends on one guy. Y'all will put one guy under food that you just use him to let you take you on food dates. Then you have one guy you might have sex with, and then you have another guy that you actually look at him and be like, he would probably be a good husband. So you treat him a little different. Well, men put women in certain categories too. So if a woman, kind of like the woman y'all were talking about, men be looking at and all that with the ass hanging out and all that, those are just jump off type of women. Then if you have the nice, decent women that carry themselves good and polite and all that, then you look at them as wifey material and all that. And
So
then
still, you're not answering my question. There are
what's the question?
men who like arm candy.
What
Kanye
about
West is
arm
married
candy?
to he walk around with his woman naked all day.
Who is that?
There are men that like arm candy, so they don't
Mm-hmm.
mind their woman with her breast showing, some tight clothes, little ass, and they marry him. Iced tea, and I'm just naming famous
Those
people,
are
but
weak men.
Okay,
Though.
but let me
regular
ask you this
folks,
then.
I
Let
know
me
I
ask
know
you
as
this.
well.
It's
Those are
those
weak men.
women that go around and they cheeks be out and their breasts be halfway out. But
That's
then
what she
here's the
talking about.
man here's the man that's looking at her. Then the boyfriend would say, "What are you looking at?" Or she would say, "What are you looking at?" Why would they do that, knowing that a man gonna look if they dress like that?
Some
Wasn't
men
Ice
want them to look. They want
wasn't Ice
somebody to
T's
want
wife
their woman.
wasn't Ice T's wife a porn star or a stripper or something when he met her?
I don't know what she was.
Yeah,
I
she's
think
somewhere in the
secondary.
sex what's called, I think.
Who?
Ice T. She gave
Ice
Ice
T.
Oh
T a
yeah,
stripper.
I see. White was a stripper. Yeah.
Yeah. So any man that marries a
And they wife
stripper,
her?
that should kind of tell you what kind of man he is anyway.
What kind of man is he?
Yep.
What
Yeah,
does
but they've
that
been married
represent?
40 years now.
He's weak unless he pimping her out.
Why would he marry her if he pimping her?
Because
They've been
he
married
He
over
said he
could
40
weak.
years.
is he weak? I don't know. You would define Ice T. You think Ice T is weak?
Yeah. For women, you can be a gangster. You can be a serial killer and be weak for women. Just because you're strong in one area don't mean you ain't weak in another.
Jerome, you
I could
stripper,
be.
you got married.
Say it again.
You a stripper, you got married.
Yeah, according to Big Bob.
Did we ever come up with his stripper name, Maggie?
Not yet. I gotta think
No,
on it
Big
a little
Bob
longer.
came up with it. He the one talking about I was a stripper. That nigga said, nigga, you was a stripper.
You used to be a stripper. I mean, he said it convincingly too. I mean, I was
Shit,
like,
had me checking. He had me calling my family. Did I used to strip?
did I used to strip? Yeah, you know your memory bad. You got Alzheimer's. But in dating today, or at least what we're watching for young folks, and the requirements or the expectations that these ladies are looking for, y'all don't think that things have gotten a little outrageous? Because I do. Like the things that they would pick and choose to disqualify a person, namely how they do on the Pop the Balloon challenge. So Jerome came up with this, and we're gonna watch a video to explain whether or not, or discuss whether or not Kevin Samuel was right and how women really behave, and or should they just buy a dog, because there will never be a man that can fill all the qualifications that they're looking for. And that's where we're going with that. What you think, Jerome, while I pull it up?
Okay. You say what I think while you pull it up? Um, yeah. For anybody that has watched the Pop the Balloon, yeah, the things they pop these balloons for are ridiculous. Especially kind of like this video here. I'm gonna give an example. This video that we're about to watch now.
I'm Paige.
Paige, how old are you?
I'm 24 years old.
Okay, and what do you do?
I'm a grad student in an occupational therapy program.
Go ahead and pop. Eddie, why'd you have your balloon unpop?
Yeah, I like your smile. I wanted to hear a little bit more, get to know you a little bit more. So, yeah.
Okay. All right, so why do we end up popping his?
The only thing is, I understand I'm short. I get that. I am pretty short, and I'm shorter, but it's just you're short too. So that's it.
Okay. And how tall are you?
I'm like 4'11".
Oh my God. Okay, and how tall are you again, Eddie?
5'9".
5'9".
Yeah.
Okay. I can't.
Listen.
I know, but you see, like.
See what?
You can look over your head.
Yeah, but I can't
So
look
you wanna,
up.
tippy toe.
Yeah. I'm paying.
Let's see. Y'all see how ridiculous that is?
Yeah, that was kind of stupid there.
And that's mild compared to some of the. I don't know if you ever watched that show, but that's
I've
mild
seen them
compared to
before.
some of the excuses they give for popping the balloons on these guys.
Yeah, and sometimes it's the women. I'm talking about it be reversed. It'd be the man, and then it'd be a line of women right there, it was a woman in a line of men. But
Mm-hmm.
but they do give some of the most ridiculous reasons that I've ever heard in my life. Now this man's 6 foot tall, you 4'11", you talking about he too short.
Exactly. I
How
mean,
how in the world this man looking over your head?
with
You could
heels,
probably suck your titty standing up, and you talking about he too short.
she got heels on. He still
I
can look
saw
clearly over her head.
I saw men, like all the men, pop a balloon on this woman because of her voice.
I don't blame him.
Her voice was her voice was a little
Deep.
deep, and they
Ah,
all popped their balloons. Like as
Damn
soon as she
right.
started talking, pop, 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 pop,
they
pop.
they
I mean,
probably thought
all of
she was
them.
a man.
Exactly. That is what they thought.
They probably
Did
thought
you
she was a
see
man. Yeah.
did you see the reunion with her on it?
No, I didn't
On the
see it.
reunion, her voice is actually not as deep. It's, you know what I mean? It's kind of deep when she start off, but if she just talks, she's like African or Jamaican or whatever the case. So that's part of her accent, and one of the reasons her voice is so deep. But it ain't as deep when she's having a conversation. But just initially when she said, "Hi, hi, my name is whatever," yeah, I definitely would have popped too. Because I mean, it's too much. Like I said, with all the transgender stuff and all the makeup and all this. See, if she hadn't had on eyelashes and little stuff on her face a little bit, and they could tell if she's a woman or not, they might not have mind. But with all the stuff going on nowadays, I would have popped in too. But all the guys at the reunion where she was at, all of them was like, "Yeah, you're beautiful and all that." Like if I like now talking to you, I would date you and all that. So yeah, first impressions. Yeah, I don't blame all of them for popping. It was pretty deep, but the
Yeah,
women
man.
be ridiculous on there. They talk.
Yes.
They'll say a man. Listen, they'll say, listen, you're perfect. You're the right height. I love your teeth. I like your the business that you're in, and you're very handsome and all this. But I don't like the color of your shoes. They'll say some dumb shit like that. It's like
Some dumb shit.
throw the man away
Like
because one man had a zipper on his pants pocket.
one outfit. What outfit did she?
And then they was like, well, I'm not I'm not what they were saying. The women were trying to say basically like I'm not finna dress you and teach you how to dress them. And I was thinking, I'm like, most women dress they
Dress
men
they men.
yeah, in some sort of way. Unless he's just a really
Mm-hmm.
decent dresser.
Right. And even
So,
then, you're gonna have put some influence in because you'll be like, I like this particular color on you more than something else, or you know, because that's just how we are. So I don't even. I don't. That's what boggles my mind because I don't even be knowing what the fuck what the fuck they think they about to find and why are you judging only like a motherfucker is telling you about his life? I have a great career, whether or not he has kids or not, what he enjoys to do, if he's financially stable, blase, blase. He could have all those things that show that he's living a good long life, nice and comfortable. And you
mhm.
want to judge him over the shoes he's wearing today. Like we could change the shoes, but look at the lifestyle you are. Like everything you're talking about that you should be wanting from a motherfucker. That is the long term effect. You overlooking all of that for a pair of shoes. I mean, like that's psycho to me. I got another one I want y'all to watch that Rhonda Oliver on the page commented on or asked me a question because I said that the video gave me a headache. Indeed. It really worked the whole nerve. Mute me, Jerome, please.
You're triggered, and that's okay.
I'm not seriously. So first, let's have your name, how old you are, and then we could go ahead and get into why you.
Sure. My name is Dr. Elam. I'm 38 years old. And I pop my balloon just because you're simply too young. And age isn't really a factor, but you don't know what you want.
How old are you again?
38.
You 38? Oh. With my mug on me. Yeah. Red flag.
So he's
You
Less
you
of
are
a-
very handsome. I wouldn't even thought you were 38.
Of course
but,
not. But if I were to bring you into my life,
Mhm.
you would be a liability.
Right. Do you got kids though?
No.
Can you?
No.
I mean, I don't even know what to ask you because you don't like me. I'm too young.
It's not.
I mean, if you change your mind, I'm open to it though.
Why would you be open to it?
Because you're handsome for one.
So you only like
And-
me because I'm beautiful.
Just like I'm beautiful.
Yeah, but that's not why I would only like you.
So why would you like me? Because you didn't answer that.
Because you can bring something and add something to my
Mhm.
life. But because you're a liability, you
Right.
can't add anything to my life.
Right.
You would be a liability to everything in
So
my
what
life.
can I not add to your life? What is that?
You can't teach me anything.
Mhm.
You can't help me with my finances in any way. You can't add any intellectual anything into my life. And it's not because you're not capable. It's just because you're not
I'm
there
too
yet.
young.
You're not there yet.
Right.
And if you're not already on that path,
I'm already on it. That's the problem. You don't know enough about me.
you're absolutely right. I don't know
So
enough
you're
about
messing
you.
up.
You said you have Airbnb
Good luck
properties.
with the other girls back there. You're messing up. Oh, next. Oh.
She proved his point right there.
Gee whiz. Well, I think the reason it gave me a headache because it was so combative. It was like it was combative and they were contradicting themselves while they're combating each other. So he starts off with the bullshit talking about you're too young, but age ain't a number. But you don't but you don't know enough. It's like motherfucker, do you want to fuck with her or don't you want to fuck with her? Because it sounds like you're sitting on the fence. You know, you want to fuck with her, you probably want to hit, but you don't want to do nothing more than that. And you don't have the balls to just say, hey, baby, you young, I'll hit that, I'll smash. You can just say that dumb shit. No, he's trying to make all these talking points sound like he just stepped out of a goddamn Kevin Samuels video. Like, just talking points. You don't this and you don't that and you don't that. Okay, you already said that. She's too young. So, of course, she probably not going to add all these great, wonderful things to your wonderful self, to which says like, what kind of dumb motherfucker is you still because you contradicting yourself? Because what do you need her to add in terms of finances and bullshit like that? You should be, if you got everything going and you're the doctor and you're such a great motherfucker, then what you need is a woman to come and help take care of you, cook for you, clean for you, shit like that women do around the house. You need a housewife or a fucking maid. Because what the fuck else are you talking about? And then for her, just sitting up really trying to prove that point that she that girl and that I mean I just don't like that attitude like anyway because you don't know it's like why it should have been next once he said oh you too young you agreed she agreed next and that's why it gave me a headache because it was like damn like the fuck I think both of their asses is confused, and they both standing up there bullshitting. Ain't neither one of them looking for love. They came on there to be on TV.
Yeah, I think you hit it on the head when you said the Kevin Samuels talking points. I think a lot of these guys that's on these YouTube channels and stuff now, that's all they do. They all say the exact same things, use the exact same words, all say all that old, like you was just saying. Can't add any value to my life and all this old country ass shit. Like,
the fuck?
And one thing I think he was doing too when he said she's too young, but she's not. I think he's trying to cover himself just in case another young one came out there that he's more interested in. That he can say, "Well, I told you, it really wasn't the age; it's what you could, So I think he's trying to cover himself just in case another young one came out there and he actually liked her or whatever.
I seen some motherfuckers do that shit before on there too. It was a girl, one girl, both of them had tats, but the first girl, I guess maybe he didn't like the arrangement of her tattoos because she had them everywhere. So that was his excuse. Oh, she got too many tats. Boom. Then he get down to the girl that he actually likes her presentation, but hers wasn't just like where in her clothing that she had on that particular moment showing it.
Mhm.
So he was trying to holler at her, and then she was like, "Well, shit, I'm still not your type because I got tattoos." And then so he was like, "Oh, but where are they?" And she described. He's like, "Oh, it's okay. You know, yours are different." And it wasn't no difference. If you don't like tattoos, you don't like tattoos, motherfucker.
Mhm. Yeah,
So
I saw you
just
like
coming
that.
up there, just trying to
Nah,
cap, like it's like y'all just trying to cap on each other for no reason and boast yourself up and make you seem like you some great motherfucking guy and you ain't shit. But
one thing
that's
I
my
know
opinion,
about
and that's
one thing I know about people, if somebody look like you want them to look, shit, you'll forget a bunch of shit that you
overlooked.
said you wouldn't tolerate.
Yeah, but then you still wind up at the end of the day, the first time this motherfucker get on your nerves, you gonna be like irritated with them tattoos. Like I don't even like motherfucking tattoos and this bitch and her stinking ass attitude. You know what I'm saying? This gonna be the first thing you run to. Girl, what you
Mm.
about to say something?
No,
Oh, I thought I
Daryl, do
saw
you
your
watch
finger
that show?
flash.
Have you watched that show before?
I've seen a couple of them. Yeah,
What you think about the show? What you think? I like the concept of it. I think it was a smart little new way of getting folks to dating and something new for the internet. You know, we kind of getting tired of all the same old podcasts and same old talking points. So I think it was something more new, entertaining.
Yeah, but
What
niggas always come and fuck it up, and that's why I hate niggas.
I know that's right.
Too many niggas find out this shit going to the ghetto,
Have
shucking and
y'all?
jiving.
I don't know if y'all seen the reunions, but on the reunions, the girl that hosted and her husband who created the show, he comes out and asks some questions, and he seems like he's really he gets mad at them when he feel like they're just using the show just to get some clout and some some airtime, because he seems like he really wants people to find love on there or whatever the case. If y'all ever get a chance, try to find some of the reunions with him on there. But he seems like he really created the show for the exact reason that it's supposed to be there for. Did y'all see the one where the dude kept lying, trying to act like he's rich? He tried to act like he rode the helicopter there. Then they found out that he didn't.
Yes, yes,
That's the one
yes.
I want us to do a show on. That was so funny.
I did see that one. That lady was on his head because she was like, I think it was at the reunion when they got to sit down and talk, and she was like, you really thought you did something. Like all we saw is the helicopter, and you get out of it. We didn't see that motherfucker come flying in. No shit. You ain't proved
Mhm.
nothing with your bodyguard standing right there. Like, what?
And you can tell the way the bodyguard walked and how he was dressed. They said they was in Phoenix, Arizona. He got on a hoodie and a jacket and a bulletproof vest. It's like, man, y'all trying to do too much. Then he got in a dusty
Extra.
uh Cadillac truck. It's like, you got all this money, you catching helicopters there. You ain't finna get in no little SUV looking like that.
Period.
He was so, and then he had on a
I mean,
Versace robe instead of buying a coat or something. This nigga got on a house robe.
the smoker's jacket.
Like, this nigga so
And
corny.
then and the helicopter. I'm like, this motherfucker, you know somebody that worked for EMT? Like, where the fuck you get this red ass helicopter from?
So did you saw
Like,
the
is it?
reunion on that one?
I saw just that part because I watch the reels. I don't watch the whole
So
thing.
they found out that that's the helicopter that everybody rents and do the little tour of the city type of thing and all that. So they found some old pictures of other people that had actually used it. and it still got the same building behind it, the same little pallet it was lands on, all kind of stuff. So he admitted, oh yeah, and then he had lied one time. They did the recap on him to see what happened with the date or whatever, and he acted like he was on a private jet finna fly to Vegas to do some sports betting. So they they went to research and found out that the jet he was on was just a prop to where you can rent it out to
Right.
make it look like you're on a real jet, but it's like a trailer home. And oh man, they bust him out. He admitted to it. He like, well, the reason I didn't have a jet because they was all booked up and it was the holidays and all this. And I'm like, boy, this dude here is horrible. I can't stand no corny nigga like that. I don't like when niggas try to get women with their money anyway. But the fake like you got it is
Especially
even
when they
worse.
don't give up none. Like, please stop talking about your money if you're not trying to give me some. Like, because I didn't ask you none of that. Like, you can ask somebody, or in general conversation, get to know each other. What do you do? And in the conversation, we share, you know, our how we make it. But then you
Mhm.
can not even be at that point. A motherfucker leading with how you doing? I got that big Mercedes sitting back there, you know what I'm saying? I was just back there shining it up or whatever, and I noticed you walking by. And it's like, what the fuck? What did all that have to do with anything? You know what I'm saying? And
Mhm.
I'm a player. Da, 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 da. I mean, damn, I haven't even gotten a chance to say whether or not you're bothering me for stopping me in my progress or reply, what my name is, blah blah blah, and it's just like, okay, and then you go through all this long drawn out ass shit, and then a motherfucker try to say some shit like, but when you like, well, you can take me out, blah blah blah. Oh, well, I'm in between this and that, so when I get it together, you'll be like, well, what the fuck did you just start telling me all about this shit for? If you really just want to meet in the park and drink a goddamn Budweiser, what the fuck? And they do
Yeah.
that a lot, a lot, a lot, a lot,
Mhm.
a lot. Because and
And
so it
then
just
he,
begs
he
the question. Go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say the same cat. The lady, the one I guess he really liked on there, she had turned him down and popped her balloon. And he like, you ever been on a private jet before? Would you like to go on one? And she turned him down. But it's like that's so fucking corny, man.
Well, nigga,
That's
it's like you about to take me on a private jet. Like, why
even
even
if he
put that
was,
out there?
it's like, why waste that much money to go on a private jet just to go to Vegas? Nigga, you could
I
ride
mean, if you
Spirit.
Drake, we can understand. But
I think
motherfucker,
she'd
I know
be
I didn't
just.
just walk. I know I didn't walk up and meet Drake, motherfucker. You pooped me from around the corner. Good point.
Well, my thing is, I wouldn't. If I was a woman, I wouldn't. I wouldn't even want a guy that's willing to spend a bunch of money on a private jet just to take me to Vegas. Now, if you
I
own the
mean, if you
private jet,
got it,
that's
I'm
different.
sorry. I'm sorry. If the man got that lifestyle, if it's his lifestyle,
Right.
I'm not about to hate on the lifestyle. So,
But that's
but
my.
if it's like you really like broke yourself to try to impress me with something that you can't really uphold and maintain, then yeah, that's ridiculous. Because with or without that, a solid woman, that's still not gonna get you none. Like you can think that, ooh, this private jet gonna get you some ass, and you still don't get no ass. So
But even that as a life, that
idiotic,
wouldn't even be a lifestyle. If you're a person that catch a private jet just to go to Vegas, then you probably own a jet.
right?
But it
Right.
wouldn't really make sense to just to take a jet to
You're not
Vegas. It
rich.
ain't. You know what I mean?
But
It
you're
ain't
right.
no. It ain't no. There's no emergency. It ain't like you got to be there in the next couple hours. Something like that. So it makes absolutely
Yeah,
no sense to rent a private jet just to go to Vegas. I mean, the
renting
richest
or
people.
owning it. Well, hold on, because and no disrespect to my love, my heart, KB 24. He died exactly like that. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't going 4 miles. I mean, he literally wasn't really going that far. But instead of just drive because you have this luxury, because this is my lifestyle, because yeah, I don't need to use who I am as an excuse for why I'm late. I'm not going to be late because I have the lifestyle that affords me to jump on a damn helicopter and go from here to here in a shorter span of time than it would take me to drive because I want to be there. I want to be there and I want to be on time. So when I'm
Yeah,
saying
but now that's a
if
different.
you have,
Now I agree with
yeah, that's
that
what I mean.
lifestyle,
That's
but
what I
that's what
mean.
I'm saying. That most niggas ain't shit. Not even 1% of niggas got that type of lifestyle. So
Right.
you ain't
But
meet no
they
nigga
talk
on
like they do.
off the balloon. They got that type of lifestyle.
Right. Because why would you even be on Pop the Balloon unless you are coming on there to clown and joke? Like, have you seen Kodak Black, my husband? I love that boy. Kodak Black picked the fat girl. And then he had one that, I mean, like the big girl, the most one that you would probably deem the most unattractive. He was like, I like her. She big. She like, yep, I'm gonna feed you and this, and he resting his head all on her titties and shit. So then the white girl comes, and the white girl first thing out her mouth is, because he has a pacifier chain. First thing out her mouth is, I want to suck on that pacifier. So that nigga take the chain off and wrap it around his thing, and he was like, yeah, go ahead. And so then of course he don't pick her. He it smash burger. But then there was another girl that I think if she had on some clothes and didn't immediately go ratchet, he would have picked her too. But he just threw money at her because she had on a little bitty skirt and a thong, bent over and started twerking like. So I think they made a mockery of a good idea because it was cool at first, and now it's just bullshit. You can't
I
even
don't
take that
think
shit
he probably
serious.
was on the 1+20 or something like that. I don't remember. I don't, was he on Pop the Balloon or the?
It was, or maybe it is a 1+20 because did they have balloons?
Yeah, no, they ain't have balloons, but they picked all the
No, they
different
didn't
ones.
have no balloons. You're right. You're right. I got them confused. See, I told you I just watched the reels. I just watched the reels. But on to something more serious. So go ahead, Jerome, because I'm gonna load this up. You can get this one started.
All right, so Daryl and Gub, I don't know if y'all heard. I'm sure y'all have, man. It's been a talking point for the last 48 hours, I think, or 24 hours of the Detroit mom that her two kids died from being sleeping in the car and freezing to death or whatever the case may be. Have y'all heard about that?
No, I haven't heard about it.
Is that right?
No.
So anyway, there's a mom. She had been homeless for 3 months. He I think she has 4 kids. They've been in and out of hotels and also sleeping in her car. And the other day, she tried to wake up 2 of her kids to go to school, and they were unresponsive. And so anyway, they were dead actually. And they took them to the hospital or whatever, and then they told them they were dead or whatever. So this is her here, and the video is going to talk about her trying to get help before it got that bad or before it ended up happening. And then the dad is also on here to the kids, and he's going to say his part of it. So go ahead, Shannon.
Everybody who know me know I worship the ground them kids walk on.
The 29-year-old mother of the 2 kids that likely froze to death Monday in the parking structure of the Hollywood casino.
Maybe I asked the wrong people for help. But that was the only thing I did wrong.
Tatiana, remembering how many times she reached out for a place to live, she asked the father of the 2 kids that died.
He had an excuse every time. Either he's working, they can't come where he living. He lived with a female, and the parents and them don't want kids there or something.
She also asked the city of Detroit for help.
I reached out in November. I reached out before that. I've been on the CAM list for a long time. And every time I called and asked if they have a bed, they said they don't have family beds.
So the 7 of them had been sleeping in their 2002 Town and Country van since November, but the kids had everything else.
They ate every day, all day. Goodies, food. They didn't want for nothing. Every day they went to school. I had one mistake.
And the kid's grandmother, 49-year-old Yvette Goodman, was also in the van that day. Did the van run out of gas?
I have no idea what happened. I have no idea.
Did you fall asleep?
Yes.
And then when you woke...
Only night I fell asleep. I usually be woke.
And when you woke up, what happened?
My grandson wasn't moving.
A GoFundMe account has been set up to help the family.
That's one of the reasons we did set the GoFundMe up, so she will be able to have housing for herself and the children, her other remaining children.
We'll put a link to the GoFundMe account on our website, fox2detroit.com.
Did you have the clip where the dad responded to? You I can't hear you if you say something. You muted. Still muted, Shannon. But anyway, just in case she can't find the video. Oh, here it goes. Yeah.
Parking lot. Yesterday, 7 News reporter Darren Cunningham spoke to the mother of those 2 kids about the tragic situation.
Yesterday, I woke them up to wake them up from school. My son wasn't moving. And I kept saying, Freddie, please get up. Please.
Well, tonight, Darren is getting the father's side of this story, hearing about the moment he learned 2 of his children had passed away.
Darnell Curry Sr. wiped away tears while talking with me about his children, Darnell Jr. and Amelia, and the distressing phone call he says he took from their mother, Tatiana Williams, on Monday.
I went to the gym. As soon as I got on the treadmill, she called saying, can I make it to the hospital right now? I was hoping it was a sick joke, but it wasn't.
According to Detroit police, 9-year-old Darnell Jr. and 2-year-old Amelia died while sleeping in a vehicle at the Hollywood Casino at Greektown parking garage. Investigators say the cause appears to be hypothermia, a tragedy stemming from homelessness.
I tried. I asked for help. I asked everybody, even people out of state. But I tried. I tried to keep hotels. I tried to pay people to stay there. It wasn't working for me. You know, people just didn't like too many kids at their house.
I spoke with the children's mother Tuesday evening. She told me she's been living in her vehicle for 3 months, along with her 4 kids, her mother, and 2 teenage siblings. She says she reached out to Curry, who's the father of 3 of her children.
I asked him, I said, can you get your kids for me? I said, I need help. You know I'm homeless. I kept a room this long. I couldn't keep it no more.
They were homeless. Had Tatiana ever reached out asking to?
No, she did not. All she said was, can I get them? Can I get them just to get them? And can I get them because y'all homeless? That's 2 different things.
She said she had been homeless for 3 months.
See, that's what I saw, about 3 months, but she ain't never said nothing to me. Nothing. So all them other side stories, they can cut all that. No, she did not.
Curry, who lives in Novi, says Williams never specified why she wanted to drop their kids off to him.
She just asked, can I get them for a couple of days? But I told her I'm working and all that, and I'm out here. We're not close to each other, so I couldn't. But she knows all my family is right around the corner from her.
Did she reach out to any of your family?
No, she did not. And she knows she could have, like we always used to do.
He says the last time he held his children was a month or 2 ago, and that they typically FaceTime, moments he will miss. And there's a police investigation into this. What is it you would like to see come of this? Obviously, nothing's going to bring back your 9-year-old and your 2-year-old.
It doesn't matter to me. Can't get them back, so
this or whatever. Darren Cunningham, 7 News Detroit.
Hey, who is this Jackson on here?
Hey, what's up? Maggie introduced me to the group.
Oh, how you doing?
All right.
What's your name?
Sherelle.
Sherelle?
Yes.
Hi,
Oh, okay.
Sherelle.
Hey.
Welcome.
You from Arkansas too?
Yes, I'm from Arkansas.
Poor little tink tink.
Welcome.
We're gonna try to be patient with you then. Know y'all a little slow. So
I know he did.
We're gonna start with you since we know y'all slow. It might take a while. What you think about this situation? My question was, who's to blame? Would you blame the mom and the dad, the mom or the dad?
Honestly, I blame both of them.
All right, why you blame the mama?
I blame the mama because honestly, I felt like, first of all, you got all this family and you mean to tell me there is nothing you could have done? I mean, nothing besides just ask the baby father. She claims she reached out and asked other people, but it's just hard to buy this situation because it's a lot of generous people in this world. And I just doubt anybody turned her down, knowing it's 2 little bitty kids in the car freezing.
Now it's more than 2.
Three. She had 3. I don't know.
4.
Well, I got that it was 3, but I don't even know where the other ones were. Like they don't
They was
even
in the
mention
car
the other
too. They
ones.
just didn't pass.
They were older, correct?
No, the one that died was the oldest, and then the other one that died was 7 years younger. So I think it was like the oldest and the youngest, I think, or something like that. I know the oldest is the one that died because she said the one that made me a mom is no longer here, and then the baby. So I guess the kids range from 9 to 2 years old or something. But they actually did do some research, and some of the stuff she was saying, for as the city of Detroit she reached out to, and she was on the list, and she reached out to other cities. All that was true. It was proven to be true. So she wasn't at least lying about that part.
Well, see, I just so happened to get on. I didn't get a chance to get a whole glimpse of the situation, but just going off based on what I seen. But I mean, far as the dad, I mean, I blame him too because I feel like he could have done more. I feel like she did tell him the whole situation. He looked like he just didn't care to help.
You think she did tell him the whole situation? He said she didn't.
I believe she did.
So why you think he wouldn't help or take his kids?
I mean, he didn't look like, he was in his feelings about the whole situation. He just looked dull, like he
crying.
just don't care.
No, he was crying while he was talking to that guy. If it depends on which camera thing they show, but he has tears rolling down as he's talking. And then you also have to think maybe he had to compose himself before he did the interview or whatever. And maybe he did a lot of crying at the hospital too. So but yeah, depending on the camera that they showing on him, he was actually crying because a lot of people were saying the same thing. Like he don't seem like he even care about the kids, but he was at least crying.
Well, how about the fact that wouldn't you think it's hard to believe to not know that your children are homeless? So if you say you seen your kids a month ago, where did you see them at, and for how long? And did you even indulge in any type of conversation with them? Um, if they got all this family that's around there, y'all not in regular communication, like he's trying to say that, why you just didn't drop the kids off with one of my family members like we used to do, or guys or whatever. And it's like that kind of can have the ring of truth to it coming from him, because I think it's both their fault. But I think I think both of them are disingenuous too. I think they both are playing the blame game. You know what I mean? as far as how they interacted within their relationship. You know what I'm saying? So just like a lot of men have said before, they will can't a woman can be, just too much to deal with, and they just go ahead and walk away from the woman and the children and say fuck it. And then you can also have a situation where a man may be trying to do things, but it's the way he needs to do them to help. And the woman wants to do more of the controlling or manipulating of him, and it's not going her way. And then so she starts to hold the children hostage, is the word I like to use for these situations, from, as leverage over him. You know what I mean? And then who knows, because I have no doubt that I do believe he had to have known that them kids was living in the car. I don't see that being plausible. If you just seen them a month ago and they've been in the car since November.
They ain't actually been in the car.
Impossible.
They've been in and out of hotels too.
Regardless, you ain't been back to where she been at. If she had a place, when was the last time you been to that place? That's what I'm saying. When he saw them a month ago, where did you see them at? You know what I
That's
mean?
what I'm
Because he
saying.
mentioned
So
I want to
FaceTime.
know
I'm
how
like,
she
is
became
FaceTime,
homeless.
I did too.
Her
But she
and the
she
mother
could
together
have
with
she
the
could have
kid.
brought the kids to him. She could have came to bring the kids to visit him at the house. So that don't mean
She
so
could
he
have,
wouldn't
And
have.
I'm the kids didn't talk and say I'm cold. I'm in the car. We sleep in the car because I feel like the oldest one's old enough to say something.
you freezing to death and you don't scream, cry, or nothing, and the grandmother was talking about she was asleep.
Well, they all were asleep.
But you that dead to the situation, sleep with kids in the car?
Yeah. Shit, if you sleep.
Because you can be asleep, y'all could all be sleeping when they woke. Y'all can all be woke. Like,
That's what I'm
I
saying.
don't know,
But
because sometimes I believe in divine intervention, and even though it's sad, it's kind of like a way, like, because if she get help for the other children, and if this is what God had to do to at least help the other kids, because he work in mysterious ways, and it's tragic that had to happen like that for her need to be recognized. Because regardless of whoever we want to blame, you're talking about a woman, a grandmother, and some children, little children, that in their if I'm going with their best intention, really felt like they didn't have nowhere to go. You know what I'm saying? And even if these people of his family were close to her, were they welcoming? You know what I mean? And this is where I also say that fine line comes in, because sometimes people will be welcoming to the children and they'll say, you go ahead and do what you got to do, but I'll take care of the kids. And women, a lot of times, mothers don't want to separate from their children for one reason or another. We go on.
Daryl, what you think?
Basically, as far as the situation, I'm not so prone to just really cast blame either way, as far as, well, especially like extreme blame or just to be on one side of the fence or the other. I do feel like it's an unfortunate situation. I feel like it's a lot that's not being said that we're not privy to, as far as, because there's always a backstory that leads up to the current story. And then it's easy to talk about, well, after the fact, who's to blame and who didn't do what and who did what. But again, I don't think we're getting the full story from him or her, honestly. But I just think it's an unfortunate situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I will say, if he was aware that his kids was in that situation, then yeah, you know, you gotta try to do something to help your kids. Take them in or whatever. I know it's hard sometimes, other kids involved and all that. But I mean, first and foremost, you have to at least look out for yours. But it could have been. I mean, we talking about him. It could have been the other two kids, because apparently she has more than one child's father. So again, I think the blame lies into just her decision making as a whole that led her to the situation that she was in. And it may have been a valid situation. I done seen women with kids homeless. I done seen people homeless that ain't got kids. I done seen whole families homeless. So I can't judge that situation. I don't know what put her in that situation. So I'm gonna just say it's unfortunate. But at the end of the day, what led up to that? Everybody has to take some blame into just the situation being what it was from the get-go.
Well, listen, the crazy thing is I'm in the exact same situation right now. As a matter of fact, my son and his mama's homeless, sleeping in her car, and they also are in Detroit. And I didn't know about it. Now, I've actually went through this twice. One time here in Kansas City, I think year before last, with another one of my kids' moms. And it was, a matter of fact, it was almost identical to this, except that nobody died. They sleeping in the car. Now, I talked to my daughter, and my daughter was 17 at the time. I talked to my daughter, and every time I ask, this is my youngest daughter. So according to all the rest of my kids, this is the spoiled one. This is the one they always tease me. They say, well, Daddy, if I ask you for $30, you want to grill me and find out what I need it for and all this type of stuff. But when this particular daughter asks, she can ask for $3,000 and you just hurry up and send it to her. And so this is my spoiled daughter, as my other kids would say. So when I talk to my daughter, I always say, need anything? And she always say, no, I don't need nothing. And all this type of stuff. So they had been homeless for a long time, sleeping in the car, and I didn't know about it. And like I say, I talked to her, and she never mentioned that they've been sleeping in a car or they was homeless or anything. I forgot how I even found out. And so, matter of fact, how I ended up finding out, she ended up getting a job. And they were, when I talked to her, they were at McDonald's and she was sitting in the car. And so when I called her, I say, hey, what you doing? She's like, nothing, sitting out here in front of McDonald's. I said, why you ain't going on the inside, get you something to eat? She's like, had to feed the kiddos first. And so she was talking about her little brother and her niece. And so I said, well, you ain't got no goddamn kids. You ain't got to feed nobody first before you feed yourself. I said, that ain't your job. Don't let your mom and them and nobody else make you feel obligated to have to feed somebody, especially before feeding yourself. And I say, whenever you hungry or something you need, you call your damn daddy. And so to move on further in the conversation, I had the same conversation with her. I'm like, why would you allow your daughter to be homeless, sleeping in a car when she has her own room here in my house? And so I kind of believed the guy because I went through the exact same situation. It's like, how the hell I'm talking to you on a regular basis and you don't tell me my daughter's sleeping in a fucking car? And you know she has a room over here in my house. Why as a mother would you be so fucked up that you would allow your daughter to be homeless, sleeping in a fucking car, even if it's just her, because she has multiple other kids? But the least amount of people you got to worry about, the better. So why you ain't told her daddy, hey, I need you to get your daughter for a while. We going through some shit or whatever the case may be. Now, this particular mother, I bought her 2 cars before. I used to pay all her bills and all this shit, and we weren't even together. This is after she had my baby. So since she had my daughter, she was one of them moms that just made fucked up decisions, and it always put her in a messed up situation. And then me and other people always getting her out of them. And she was one of those that didn't appreciate people helping her. And eventually I stopped helping her. And so I can kind of understand why the girl and her kids were sleeping in the car now, because she's probably just like my daughter's mom. You know, she probably has burnt all her bridges. You know, like my daughter's mom, not only was I helping her out, but she had best friends that helped her out. She had family that helped her out. And she would get into it with them as if she damn it, like she helping them out. It's like, no, you need to be humble. Somebody's helping you out. You shut your damn mouth, and you might have to tolerate some shit you don't want to tolerate. But your kids need somewhere to stay. So you do whatever you got to do to keep a roof over their head until you can get in a better situation. But she was so fucked up that she would rather say what she want to say and get put out. So the girl I'm thinking about on this clip here, she probably just burned all her bridges. You know what I mean? And then we have to also think, shit, her mama was in the car. So she come from a woman that also made fucked up decisions. Because it ain't like she was the only one homeless. Shit, I got a mama obviously homeless because she in the car with him. And for you to have 4 or 5 kids and nobody willing to take your kids in, that's rare. People, like you said, people will take kids in and might leave your ass outside, but they're damn sure take your keys. So she probably was one of those that had pride, just like my daughter's mom, and wouldn't ask nobody for nothing. And not only was it like that, but my daughter's mom actually even taught my daughter and her kids, it's only us. Nobody will do nothing for us. We all we got, and all this old dumb shit. And like I used to tell my daughter, no, nigga, that might be all they got, but nigga, you got plenty of niggas to help you over here. And nigga, to my kids, they daddy rich. So you can always get something, especially the little shit you need. So don't ever let your mama, but she has brainwashed her so much that my daughter still won't ask me for nothing. My daughter, this is her second year in college, and my daughter still won't accept nothing from me. I ask her all the time, baby, you needed something? No, and she just laughs. And it's like hard for her to ask people for something or even accept something, even from her own daddy. And so I believe the guy when he said she might have asked me, hey, can you get the kids? He said she never would explain why. So she like, hey, can you get the kids? And I've been in a situation like, if you call me and I got to go to work in the morning and you say, hey, can you get the kids? I'm like, no, I got to go to work in the morning. If you're not saying, hey, well, we homeless and they sleeping in the car, you actually need to get them until I can, get us a place to stay. Then there's no rush for me to get them. You know what I mean? I'm get them like I normally would get them, or whatever the case may be. So it's a crazy situation. I believe she was just one of those women that make horrible decisions, and I'm sure she got it from her mom because her mom's in the same situation. They both sleeping in the same car, and I don't too much blame him. Now, if it came out that he actually did know they was homeless and he decided not to get his kids, now he's just a fucked up individual. But I don't even believe that to be, because, like I said, I've been through it, and I know the pride of these women. Just like I said, my mom, my son's mom in Detroit. I just talked to her, and she ain't tell me they was homeless. She wait months later to where now she's damn near can't even sleep in the car no more. They about to repo the car. Now she want to tell me they homeless. And so when I go over the dates, I'm like, hold on. I said, how long y'all been homeless? She said a year. I said, no, nigga, y'all ain't been homeless a year. I just talked to you on his birthday. This was July or August, the first week in August. His birthday is June the 9th. I talked to him June the 8th and June the 10th. Or June the 8th and June the 9th. And sometime after that too. But when I brought that up, she says they've been homeless since June the 8th. And I said, no, y'all ain't been homeless since June the 8th. I said, I just talked to you on his birthday. And y'all went homeless. She's like, well, when she said, well, when you ain't got your own house, you sleeping in other people's house, then you can homeless consider me. I said, well, no, that's not homeless. Homeless is when you have no homes to sleep in, like you are now sleeping in your car. Then I said the same thing to her. I said, why would you allow your son to sleep in the car in the cold? And his daddy will send for him and he got a room here at his dad's house. She's like, see, I knew you gonna start talking that shit. And I'm like, this ain't no shit. Why would you allow your son to be homeless when he has somewhere to stay? I said, that makes no sense. I said, how selfish could you be as a mother to allow your kid to suffer when they don't have to? And then she also has people in her family that will allow her to stay. She's another one that has stayed with several different people and keep getting put out everywhere she go because she can't shut her damn mouth.
And
And
take the
so it's like,
kids with them like they hurting somebody, and the only person you hurting is the kids. Like, have you ever seen that attitude where it's like, and you'll never, we leaving, yeah, I'll go, and you'll never see him again, and this and that, and you be like, what?
exactly. And then
Like,
don't call me because they
it's
scared
never,
of what I'm gonna say, so they don't want to tell me at all. So you'll let my
and I
kids
can
suffer.
see that for older kids, how over time, they if they with their mom, they can be manipulated like that. But I just really, it's hard for me to see, even though it could be true. I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm more leaning on the side because that he knew, because the kids of their age, them kids are some little bitty kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to know whether or not they are homeless or not. You would have to know if you're
No, you
involved
ain't
in
got
their
to know.
life. If
You
you're
ain't got to
involved in
know.
their life, I mean, when they little like that, you shouldn't. I don't know. Like I say, could be not. But I just feel like he knew. I feel like he knew. I felt like it was like one of them type of things where, yeah, I got them kids by her, but they don't really fuck with each other. He probably don't even really fuck with them kids from when she said she was pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So it be sometimes them weird situations where we know people mess with each other like that and just have random babies. Like, it's not, there's no relationship there at all. So, and
No,
then,
they was in a
like I
relationship
say,
for a
when,
while
when
though.
some when some men take, it can't be that long though. The kids is too little, unless he the father of all the kids. But if you say
Well,
they all
he's the
under
father of the
two,
oldest and the
two and
youngest.
under,
So he's the
and the
father of the
oldest is
oldest
what?
and the youngest, and they both were
How
7
old was
years
the
apart.
I mean, how
One
old
was
was the
9 and one was
oldest?
2.
So
9.
9 and 2. So you got a 9-year-old all the way down to a 2-year-old, and you say it's four of them. I don't know,
Mm-hmm.
Jerome. I find that hard to believe that this man don't know them kids homeless.
I just went over a story with you
I,
where I
I,
didn't know.
I find it more plausible, the other scenario that you explained, that it's a whole lot of shit going on when it comes to the mother. You know what I mean? Because even without the father, you can, the kid, it just seems like you can put them kids somewhere and put their safety over anything. Regardless, if you going out there by yourself or whatever, make sure that the kids are not just out there, regardless of if you're feeding them well and making sure they get to school and all the things she listed that are supposed to be so great. No, if you can't handle it, relinquish it to someone who can. And you feel bad about it, but you feel worse now with it happen to go to this extreme and you lose two of your children. So,
What you think,
I ain't
Mag?
trying to play. Ooh,
Maggie probably cried when she saw it.
Maggie still crying.
Maggie, she probably crying now. You don't even want to turn her mic on.
Maggie.
She crying. Go over there. You might have to go over there and check on her.
Yeah, I might.
No, she's suicidal. Look, she didn't
Oh my
click
God. No, she ain't.
She probably like, I ain't playing with you, Jerome. But you know how her, did she ever get an upgrade in their internet out there in Arkansas?
No, she didn't. But she moved to a different place, so it's better where she at. I think she probably needs to do it on her laptop or something. Daryl, is that you over there playing Kendrick?
Like you got not like us. You're not on the rights to this music.
What, Miss Jackson? What you think about Serena I say two step Serena sea walking at the Super Bowl?
I think she did a little thing. I was kind of shocked to even see on stage.
I knew you was gonna say that. You seem ratchet.
Hey, you asked, I told you.
I believe you. I'm the only one got a problem with it. Ain't that something?
Why you got a problem with it? What's wrong
I'm
with
a
her sea
Christian.
walking?
I just don't believe women should represent themselves like that. I like women to act like women and men to act like men. I told them, I said it's kind of like it's no different than some of these dances these men out here doing. It's like some of these dances too damn girly for niggas to be doing.
Well, let me ask you this. How do you feel about Kendrick Lamar?
I don't even know him. That was my first time seeing him, actually. His face.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
Which
I like that
seems
song.
impossible. But only
You say what?
It seems impossible, but only you wouldn't know. At
Yeah, I
least
don't
who he
watch.
is. I ain't gonna say you have to be like some mega fan or something, but like to be that oblivious, that's crazy.
Yeah, I've never seen his
But
face.
you
Even when
is a
people be
hillbilly.
talking about him on the internet, they don't never like posting. They just be talking about his lyrics and whatever the case, but they don't never really like post his face or nothing. So I've never seen him.
Mm-hmm.
Matter of fact, before the thing that came about, I said, man, if that man walked up in here now, hell, I wouldn't even know who he was. That's what most of the rappers now, though.
I mean, but you probably would because most people don't look the same in person as they do on camera, especially with all the makeup and theatrics and stuff, and the size. Like, cause he's a little, he's a tiny
Short.
man. He's not that big. Yeah, like y'all could be cousins. He could be a Wooten. You know what I'm saying? He's
Probably
not
is.
that. So he's if you saw him, you probably wouldn't even know that it was him unless all the fanfare and shit was surrounding him. You know what I'm saying? Cause he real kind of low key. Like,
Do you like him as a rapper, Miss Jackson?
Yeah, he pretty straight. You know, he ain't just somebody that I'm just so crazy about. But I mean, I do like dude music though. I just feel like here recent, like he's really starting to pop. And I don't
What kind of what rappers are you crazy about?
I ain't really too crazy about none of them to be honest. To be
What's your
honest
favorite
about it.
rapper? So I know what kind
Honestly,
of
I don't have a favorite rapper.
what kind of style of rap do you like? Or do you like rap? Or you just all right with it?
I'm just for whatever that sound good. If it sound good on the radio, I'm gonna turn it up.
Y'all still got radios down there?
Yeah, why wouldn't we?
Most of America got a playlist on their phone and they use their Bluetooth and all.
Well, I be trying to drive and I don't be having time to be trying to play in phones and all this and that. So I just turn the radio on and go on. I do all that extra stuff when I'm at home.
It's very Arkansas.
I hear that. Arkansas.
We got Maggie
You
back.
said Arkansas.
She's through crying. Maggie, how you feel about the Detroit lady that killed her kids?
I feel like he knew, but I feel like he knew, but he never would have thought the kids would pass away. I feel like he knew she was homeless, and because I read somewhere that his new girlfriend didn't want the kids there.
Mm-hmm. That makes sense.
So
he said sometimes she would say, "Can you get the kids?" And then like it was too many kids there or something like that. So,
But
How's
them
it
his
your
kids. Like
kids
he
and your
had 3 whole kids by her.
What?
mm,
That's crazy.
yeah.
I just
I
can't wrap my
find it
head
hard
around
to
all this
believe.
stuff.
I find it hard to believe that she was asking shelters and all these other people, hotels, she was asking all these people for help and she never went to her baby daddy. I'm just not believing that.
3
He can
kids
say that all he wants. That's a lie.
and some
That's not
big
necessarily
Because
titties.
true.
her
I went through
family
the
could have
same
reached
thing.
out to him and told him they were homeless. Because I feel like they ain't gonna keep that on the hush hush, knowing the kids out there in the cold like that.
Mine did.
They older. Young kids,
Can't vouch.
daddy, I'm cold. Shit. I'm with Maggie.
Now, I don't know if y'all mama used to tell y'all this, but mothers will tell their kids, don't you say shit about what's going on.
Yeah.
Because my daughter didn't tell me.
And these badass kids is don't ever listen to nothing else. They gonna listen now when they starving and living. Well, she said they wasn't starving, but they living in the cold. Come on,
Now, also
you
a
can't
thing
be
she
you.
said,
You couldn't possibly be involved in them kids' life to that degree when you talking about an infant. You ain't seen your infant in a month. You don't know if your infant
it
got a
wasn't no
roof over
infant,
their
was
head.
it?
Come on,
It was 2 years old. It wasn't no infant.
wasn't that? That's a infant and a toddler don't really stretch that far because they still not self
No, it's a
sufficient.
long time. That's 2 years now.
Most toddlers, 2 year olds, are maybe just getting ready to start like talking and shit. They walk at one, but they really not walking. They still, I mean, I do not self sufficient. They still wearing a diaper and shit like that. They still got to be fed most
At
of the
two?
time or certain things. You know what I'm saying? So you ain't seen your babies. You ain't seen your
He
babies
said
talking
he
about a
saw him
month
like
ago.
a,
So when he
a month and a half ago or something like
and
that.
I
Didn't
and then he mentioned FaceTime, so it led me to believe that he saw him on FaceTime. He ain't seen his babies physically in a minute.
he? Mm-hmm.
If he really didn't know, he ain't seen them babies in a minute, which still make him even worse because them little motherfucking kids and I don't. That's one thing I've never understood. I understand breakups and shit. I understand people grow apart, blase, blase. I never understand it with people and they make infants. When you meet, like when we watch some of the Pop the Balloons, when the guys ask how many kids you got, and they be like, however many baby daddies, and then you ask, what is the youngest? How old is the youngest one? Oh, 11 months. 11 months. And you're dating? Wait a minute. You know what I'm saying? Like just the situation. Like you got a whole baby by somebody you really don't even apparently know, and y'all just doing whatever. That's just crazy work to me. It's just
Well, let
crazy
me
work.
educate y'all.
So
Let me educate
because
y'all
that's
on
too
baby
much time
mamas.
to just be like we was together 9 years or 7 years. We at least we was together 7 years at
Mm.
least, and now all of a sudden I don't see you at all. 3 kids, one woman, not 7 years, and now all of a sudden you have no idea where the fuck she and the kids is at and what's going on. Come on, bro, knock it off. I don't believe it.
I
But
believe
go ahead.
I'm on the man side as usual.
I'm straddling the fence. I
Ain't
think
we,
they both
Daryl?
fucked up, but I think he
Me and,
lying
me and
more.
Daryl on the man side. He said he said he didn't know. God damn it, he didn't know. Now let me teach y'all something about these baby
And he
mamas
ain't
though.
gotta know
Seriously, on a
now.
serious
Well,
note.
I
Now
ain't got one left.
you can't have a woman that's such an asshole that you will stay away from her and that goddamn kid to keep from going to jail. Because some of these
The
heifers
kids
will
ain't
make
worth
you
a
end up
little
doing
jail
something
time.
too. Say it again.
The kids ain't worth a little jail time, little
Hell
commissary,
no. You can't see them
little
while you're
three
in
hot
jail
sentence.
either. You might well stay free and not see them.
But you might get more done by making that statement, and you'll be out in a
Mm-mm.
couple of weeks or a couple of months.
No.
Just don't,
They
just don't, you know. Murder. How you spell it? Murder.
And then you might go
A
over,
bitch.
you might go too far and kill her or something.
Well, I mean, well, when you talking about people who lack self control, you're probably right.
You know, Jerome don't have self control, Shannon. It's not in his
We're not talking
vocabulary.
about Jerome, first of all, man. Jerome has a lot of control. That's why Jerome
No,
is not
you
now. Thank you, man.
no. You always you just itching to slap a female. You just always
No,
talking about slapping some
I
woman.
am I am not
Always.
itching to smack anyone.
Dreams.
I just said I believe y'all need to be.
Why? That's
Huh?
that's an urge.
Same thing.
That's an urge you're trying to
It ain't me that
satisfy.
want to smack y'all. I just think some of y'all just need to be smacked. That's all I say.
I agree. Some of them
A lot of the
do.
You
men need
have
to be
said
smacked.
what you would and wouldn't do. You said
Huh?
if so and so, you would do so and so and so and so, Jerome.
What about it?
Literally,
What's wrong? Where am I wrong at?
you stated.
I'm trying to figure out what you said that I was wrong at.
You lack self control. You're one of the ones she's talking about.
No, you said I would do it. You
Yeah,
didn't say
no, yeah, you would.
well, that's self-control. If I would do it, but I haven't done it. Sounds like
You just
self-control.
haven't been given the opportunity to do so.
Maggie, I walk past. You know how many women I walk past the day I should have smacked for somebody else just to help them out in their relationships. So
You
I
have
had
a
plenty
valid
of
reason for
opportunities.
why you did so.
There's several opportunities. You know what? I used to. I got this one of my baby mamas. She used to hit me all the time. I used to let her get away with it. And so when I would get in relationships and women would ask me that something about hitting on women or whatever, I say, nah, you ain't never got what I'm worried about. I said that whenever I decide I'm gonna start hitting women, I got a list that I'm going down first before I get to you. So you got a while to run. If I ever get the strength to start hitting, I'm going
And the
right. I'm
hospital, you're
going.
gonna send them
The
to.
first stop I'm making is to her. She deserved to
Wow.
get hit so many times. I ain't hit her. So Maggie,
Why
I
was
have
she
You know,
so?
very.
she's been taller
Why
than
she?
you and you couldn't reach her.
No, I could reach it.
Why
I
she
don't
didn't?
mess with.
Why she want to
Don't
be
mess
beat
with
up
Angel
all the time?
Reese's.
Why she always
Y'all
want to
see
be
how
beat up
Angel
though?
Reese is having difficulties getting a man?
Apparently, she must
They're
already have
probably intimidated. She
difficulties
probably
getting in
Intimidate. I'll
I
be glad
mean,
when
if
y'all
she
women
had
quit
a
saying that
man, she wouldn't have even
craziness.
been doing all the shit she was doing. If she
She
had a
tried to
man.
she
Yeah.
tried to flirt a little bit with Shador Sanders. He
who is
brushed her
that?
off.
And he's too
Deion
young for her.
Sanders,
I mean,
prime time son.
Hmm.
he seemed like he's too young for her. Like that don't look like a match.
He ain't but
Like
23, 22.
yeah, yeah, but
He
he
about the
young
same age.
spirited. He young though, like young.
No, he
Like
ain't.
it seemed like he's young in his man his ways. She
What he
seemed
do,
like
young?
she'll be too much for him. Like they don't seem like they the same speed to me.
No, they same
He's
speed. He
just
just ain't in a
young. He's
horse.
goofy as hell. Like
He just
that
had a
ain't for him.
daddy that told him, "No, son, that ain't what you want." He grown.
Which I think is
Now,
probably
why are you
correct.
gonna sit up here and say this lady is a whore?
I didn't say
He
she was a
said she a
whore. I
whore.
said he don't want a whore.
You said
But
he's not
Oh, well,
into
you make
whores. He
that's
said
what
you
they're the
claim that
same
she
age. He's just not into whores. That's what you
I
said.
didn't say Angel Reese was a whore though.
you
Well, who are
implied
you
it.
talking about
I
then?
said he just had a dad that told him, "No, son, this ain't what you want." He's not into whores.
Oh, that's not what you said.
That's exactly what I said.
You said
Mm-hmm.
They
they're the
got short
same
term memory.
age.
Mm-hmm.
He's just not into whores. So
I,
you were relating it to her in
I'm
particular.
relating. I'm relating it to whores, but I am also saying she has whore behaviors that he wouldn't be into. She did damn near basically post herself naked. You don't think that's a whore?
No, we have already discussed this on the show 50 million times. A
Well,
whore
let's
gets
discuss it
paid.
again.
for
What
sexual
would you
activity.
call a woman that posts damn near naked pictures online? What would you call her?
Centerfold model.
An entrepreneur.
He's an entrepreneur. That's what she is.
She doing what she gotta do. She didn't get naked.
She don't have to
There's
do
no
it.
proof of any sexual activity or any money transfers.
Yeah, it is. She had Cash App. She had OnlyFans. Anyway, you don't
Okay,
even have.
and that just makes it even more
Excuse
legitimate.
me.
She's a businesswoman.
Well, nobody wants
That's
that type of businesswoman.
how a stripper gonna sit up here and talk about how this woman gets her. How you don't have no room to talk.
A male stripper and a female stripper are two different types.
I'm glad you admit it. So I don't understand. I
Whatever.
don't see the problem though.
I didn't say that I didn't know who Shador Sanders was like that. I said his behavior and mannerisms. He just seems like he's still a little young and having fun, and she seemed like she wants something serious, and it wouldn't be like the right
That's a
timing,
good
even though
point,
they're the
Shelby.
same age, even though they're the same age. That's just me.
So you think
In the
she's
grand scheme
mature?
of things, I don't know neither one of them. I think she
You
wants to be. I think
mature?
she wants to be, but I think that if she, like when he just said, I think she wants to be. I think that when
So
she said,
what?
when whoever said that, no, that she's doing all these things because she's having a hard time finding a man, I would say that she must have already been having a hard time finding a man, because if she found a man, he would have a whole lot of things that she tripping on. He would have harnessed all of that, because we're talking about you having a career in the WNBA, having some longevity, you know what I mean, and finding alternate ways to supplement your income if he doesn't do so himself. You know what I'm saying? So my thing is, what makes her what is it in her track record or whatever she got going on that she's straddling the fence? Like, cause if she wanna fuck with Shador, like that's fast life, but at the same time, you don't you crying about the fast lifestyle. Like you can't take the criticism. Okay, you post with some naked shit on, but then you want to cry and say people are sexually objectifying you, and that don't go together. So I just would I think you know what I think about niggas and women in the black community. And I just don't think they would make a good match. But Sheldon,
No, I
in
don't
the
think.
grand scheme of things, I don't
You
need
know,
one.
when you have a dad in your life, especially a dad that's for real like a dad and don't take no bull jive and stuff like that. It's certain things you can't bring to your daddy's house anyway, and that's one of them. And I'm sure they probably have spoken about it and all that type of stuff anyway. But certain, even with my mom, certain women I wouldn't brought to my mama's house. I wouldn't bring no, even if I mess with a woman that slightly deaf, dressed like a hoe. If we going to my mama house, nigga, now you gonna put some clothes on. you gonna have to fake it out for a minute. I'm not finna take you to my mom's house because I know how my mom's gonna react. So that's kind of like it is, especially when you have a dad that's very active in your life and has morals and teaches your sons morals and all those type of things. It's like certain women you just ain't gonna even entertain because you can't even really basically see yourself with it. And that's kind of how I see. That's probably how he view her in that light.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't think she's mature at all. She's like a
I think she wanted
she
to be.
wants to be a sexy red type of broad.
You think so?
Shit, she's hanging
Or
with
do
it.
you think? Or
She
do you
hang with
think
the female
she's
rappers.
crying? But or do you think she's crying for attention because she don't have the limelight that she thought she was going to receive in the
She
WNBA because of Caitlin Clark?
no, she do have the limelight. Her and Caitlin
Not the
Clark
way
is
she wanted.
it's the way she wanted. I think she just a whore in nature. Just like most of young black women nowadays.
Young women,
The
not
young
young
black
black
women.
women, young women, period.
I don't know about the white ones. I
I
pay
ain't gonna,
attention to the
I ain't gonna
black ones.
cap the young ones. So I just think that men or youngsters going with whatever their culture has propagated for them. So if the boys is running around and all they want is some ass and some titties and some gold, what are the
And they
girls
children.
gonna give them or try to have to give them? So it's crazy. I just know the ass thing is out of control. It's just like you don't see nobody post pictures and it's just a front. Like even if you posing as a woman, this and that, you might turn the side a little bit if taking multiple pictures, yada yada. But to make the point of actually turning around and like literally look at my ass, like I'm so tired of seeing everybody's asses.
Hey man,
Everything is about showing your fucking ass, and it's crazy work.
you can't see a picture of a woman nowadays without seeing their ass. They take more pictures backsided than they do front. It's crazy. I
So
was
why
going down
wouldn't
my
you think?
Instagram. Huh?
Go ahead. Go ahead. No, go ahead.
No, I was just saying I was going down my Instagram eliminating, deleting, unfollowing folks that had all ass that had any type of ass shot pictures showing. And I damn near had my arm got tired of erasing folks. It's like, goddamn, every woman on these pictures, they gotta be showing an ass picture. That's ridiculous. If they ain't doing that, they doing this shit. It's like, can y'all be a woman for one? What
Just
happened to the
acting the fuck up.
ladies? That's what I meant by the sea walk thing. I tie all that stuff together. Oh, but this is what I wanted to touch on before we got off the girl with the babies. Because it kind of reminded me of Daryl. Because it reminded me of the Trump thing.
Okay.
And I think it kind of goes back to why I don't have a problem with what Trump doing. Because had we not be funding all these immigrants and putting them up in places and all these type of things and doing all this with all these immigrants with money, we have more money to be able to help our own. And maybe the girl and her kids wouldn't have been in that situation. They'd have had somewhere to be housed up instead of being turned away. So when people have problems with what Trump is doing, people don't see the whole picture. They just see, oh, he coming here trying to do this and get rid of folks and all this. It's like, no, this shit is way deeper than folks know. We spending trillions of dollars on niggas that shouldn't even be here. But our own people that are here, we can't even help them now because all the money we wasting on immigrants that shouldn't be here. So people got to think
A
of
lot
stuff.
of people.
Yeah. So folks don't think of stuff like that when Trump is doing all this crazy shit he doing. I mean, he handling like he a gangster, but he's actually doing what's best for United States and most of the stuff that he's doing.
At least that's the ideology that he ran on and why he won, because that's what had been being said for at least the last 2 years of Biden's presidency. Like, I mean, go to several things had happened. We got the shit going on in North Carolina, all kind of shit going on, and we broke. We broke as fuck. But we sending money to each and everybody all over the goddamn world for every little thing that they talking about, and flooding the country with more people to take care of and can't even take care of our own. That's crazy work. It's crazy work. So when you talk about, oh, when I say okay, I'm on the fence, I'll be independent because y'all not convincing me and y'all not really doing shit. When you play in my face for real though, then that'll lean the motherfucker the other way. And we know the Democrats played in our face for 4 motherfucking years straight and really thought they was good at it. Because if Kamala would have won, that's exactly all that was. That was like a complete smokescreen. Like just 4 more years of Biden.
If Kamala had won,
if not worse.
At this point, do y'all think? What do y'all think America would look like? Do y'all think it would be still much of the same as it
You up
was?
here with these big ass titties talking. Go ahead, sorry. I didn't mean to cut you off. Go ahead.
What
But
my
do
titties
y'all
got to
think
do
things would
with
have
my
been any
mouth?
different, or do y'all think things would have been much of the same if Kamala had won at this point of her? Like, what's this? The fourth or fifth week Trump has been in there.
Like
So
fourth or fifth,
the fifth
fourth
week
and
he's
fifth.
been in there, he's done a whole bunch of stuff that he said he was going to do already.
Right.
Had
Right. He
Carmella
started
won,
off.
if the lady had won,
Carmelo, who was that?
yeah, Carmella Anthony Harrison.
Caramel.
if she would have won, do y'all think she would have done anything remotely to close to what Trump has done in this little time?
Of course not, because the
Hell no.
ideologies are different going into it. So Democrats and Republicans move different to begin with. So it's never going to look the same when either one of them get in office as it would look with the other. So
I don't
yeah,
think nobody getting in office would have did this much this fast. This fool did. He started the very first day.
At
I ain't
the
never seen a president do that
inauguration,
before.
shit, she'd have still been drunk at the after party.
Did
Surprised
y'all
as
see
fuck
the
that she even
interview
won
she did, and
anyway.
they was saying she was drunk?
I seen a few of them, yeah, that I thought she was drunk myself.
Did you?
I
She
was
do
like,
seem like
hell
she
yeah.
probably was drunk.
I was like, damn, what you did before you got up there? She was like taking shots right quick. Because I can see it easily, because if you have really had nothing really to do and you put in a position where if you can have people not challenge you at all, you just coast through everything, they feed you everything. I can see her never not feeling like she may have been drunk. You know what I'm saying? She may have felt like, I'm a drinker and I usually handle my liquor well, but not under pressure. And as long as nobody put any pressure on her, I think she could slide. You wouldn't really be like, well, because it wouldn't really be nothing too heavy. It's when you hit her with the heavy shit and she got to think and you catch her off guard, and then it's all, you know, I don't even know what she daydream about, but it's stars and rainbows. And instead of
Do you think
trying
she
to
a
come up
drinker?
with an answer, which you would think somebody with that level of intelligence or education, should I say,
You think she a drinker?
you would. I do. I do. I absolutely do. Allegedly, I do. Because
Seem like it.
if you are supposed to be at that level of an education and the type of employment you've tenured over 20, 30 years, to not be able to think on the spot at that level, it has to be pure drunken shock. Like, damn, what? And then the shit just go blank. And instead of trying to find something, she's combative. Then it's like, well, like she ready to, her black coming out. She ready to go ghetto and talk shit, because that was even within her campaign. A lot of people all through the city, old people, young people, and especially old people, when they were going to have their first debate, her and Trump, all the black people were only thing they was looking for her to do was cuss Trump out in some form of fashion, without cussing, of course. But read him the riot act. You know what I'm saying? I was like, okay, I want to see her read him the riot act too. I would love to see somebody stand up to Trump ass and give him a run for his motherfucking money. However, I don't want it to just be vitriol. I want her to say something. If the moderator asks you a real question, like, I want to hear a goddamn answer, nigga. What? Because now we talking about why you're running, as opposed to just banter and playing around, playing footsie with Trump. Because he liked that shit. It's cute, girl. You look so pretty in that man suit. You know what I'm saying? He just gonna dog you out right quick. So I want to see you come and assert yourself and get in his ass, but I want you to have some information and some facts about something and a plan about something that got something to do with this goddamn United States of America and what the fuck is going on.
Do y'all think she'll ever run again?
I never say never. I never say never.
I think this next election gonna be. I think this next election gonna be horrible. I think it's gonna be two women. I think it's gonna be two women in this next election. Watch.
It probably will, but I think JD gonna follow Trump.
Who is
I
JB?
think it's gonna be JD, our current vice president, JD Vance. JD, yeah, we can all go to the comedy club for free. No, JD Vance, our current vice president. I think he gonna run.
You know what? I didn't even know who the vice president was until you just said it.
And I will
let y'all know how much
expect it.
I'm American.
I wouldn't expect you to. I wouldn't even expect your hillbilly ass. But
another person, I don't know how he look.
You goddamn hillbilly.
I might have to start Googling these people.
You know who I think is gonna run though for real? And I said this last year.
Kanye?
I think Stephen A. Smith.
Hell no.
I think Stephen A. might try it. I think he might try it.
You know who? If Oprah ran, she would have won.
Are you on drugs?
Which one of us?
Stephen A. Smith.
Some of that Zion.
Yeah, Stephen A. Smith. For real, that's ridiculous.
He already made a reel about shit.
I don't care what he did. He don't have a chance in hell to win.
Yeah,
I didn't say he had anything. I had nothing. I said nothing about him winning. I
do agree with Jerome.
He might run.
I've always said if Oprah ever threw her name in the hat, she was gonna win.
Especially within the last 15, 20 years. She would have won easy. She definitely would have won this year going against Trump and that other lady.
Oh, it would have been a landslide. It would have been a landslide. Democrats wouldn't have. That's why I said it was so crazy and disingenuous how the Democrats got down this last cycle. Because what in the fuck? If you really felt you are still y'all getting up there talking about this is dire, this nigga's a threat to democracy and he's gonna be a goddamn dictator. We are just in so much danger. If we were in that motherfucking much danger and you really fucking felt that way, wouldn't you just go ahead and run knowing that you probably have the best shot to beat this nigga? Her or Michelle. Her or Michelle. I mean, you can't really.
She had a good chance.
I'm good regardless. If Jerome's ass ever win the presidency, that's when I'm gonna move to Czechoslovakia.
I'll be a good one, man.
No, you wouldn't. You would put niggas in concentration camps. It'll be like Germany, Nazi Germany, all over.
For real.
Hey man, I'll be an excellent president.
Niggas would be in trouble.
No. Y'all ain't gonna be in trouble. That's one thing y'all ain't gonna be.
That nigga would be like, I don't identify with your ass. You going to the concentration camp. I don't identify with you. Bitch, you going to the...
You better not never motherfucking try
your
to
ass, you crip walking, your ass is going to the concentration camp.
No, I ain't got nothing. I like crip walking. I wouldn't put you in nothing for that. I'll be a good president.
If you're a woman see walking, you gonna make.
I just say that's. I say, young lady. I think that's unladylike. That's all it is. There's no difference in sitting with your legs wide open. I wouldn't punish you for it. I just tell you that's
not the same thing. That is not the
I
same
say it's no different.
It's not the
same. It's been fun. I'm gonna get up out of here until when y'all reconvening.
Yeah, we better get out of here too. Tuesday night.
Wednesday.
Tuesday.
Huh?
Tuesday night.
Tuesday or Wednesday.
Yeah. That's what, he just said Tuesday, so Tuesday.
Tuesday. Okay.
Whatever. Tuesday.
Yeah, we better get out of here too, though. Oh, hold on, girl.
I'm good with it.
What's up?
Can you tell us your reason why you hate niggas this week? If niggas did anything, well, you probably say pink people did something.
No, I'm good. Niggas been all right this week.
You like niggas a tad bit too much, brother. And I don't like it.
He said niggas been all right this week.
But I don't want to hear Shannon talking about nobody's ass, Angel Reese, and nothing like that. She got them big old juicy titties sitting up in this screen.
She's
Yeah,
the
cut it
Angel
out.
Reese
What
of the
am I supposed
podcast.
to?
And
What
she
am
got
I
a light
supposed
on
to
her.
do?
Why that light is glowing on them like that?
Because I didn't have poor lighting today.
Oh, okay. Well, don't be
When it
talking about
started.
Angel Reese. You be flaunting your assets too.
I ain't mad at Angel Reese. She can do what the fuck she want to. That's her fucking situation. I'm just saying. Shit, I tried to
All
give her
right.
more credit than this nigga. What are you talking about?
I ain't mad at her either.
What am I
You
supposed
know
to do with
what?
my titties?
Now you know what I think she should have did, because she was doing good. I like how she was being sexy as a basketball player instead of trying to look like the rest of the little bulldagging looking bro.
That part.
So,
Like, I'm
Nigga,
not
you
trying
when she was
to
already
doing
my
with your greedy
I'm
ass.
just I can't help that I have
Nigga, you
boobs.
shut up. You already
But
sounded full. You all
if
burping
I
and shit.
literally what you say, Frank? Are you talking about Jerome burping? If he don't burp, we didn't
What'd
have
you
a
say,
show.
Darren?
Oh, my bad.
You talking to somebody over there?
He talking about you burping. I told him if you don't burp, we didn't have a show.
I was having a side conversation. My bad.
Yeah, he over here trying to start some shit. Like, you can't do nothing about what you have. Like, shit, I go outside every day. I can't do nothing about it. You
But
can
yeah,
wear
I
a whole
think that's what
smock.
she should have kept.
Motherfuckers be like, I see what you trying to hide. I see you trying to hide it, girl. I see it.
You know what, Shannon?
So,
And when she first, before she started the nakedness type of the stuff, she was doing sexy little like pictures, but she had clothes on, so she was
and
fine
you
at
know
that
what?
point.
In all fairness to her, being a former female basketball player of
She's
some
still
type of
basketball player.
stature at one point in my life, a lot of times we would actually try to dress more up as a woman a little
When you
bit
gonna
or
be
show
ready?
off a little bit because the stereotype is that we're all gay. You know, they female athletes, they must be a whole bunch of blood daggers or whatever the fuck you want to call that shit. You know what I'm saying? So she may have been like just trying to make it be, let it be known, like, no, shit, I want some thing. Like, I ain't over there with that. You know, so, and I can see that. I really can see that because it used to be a serious stigma. So, I mean, like I said, I ain't mad at Angel. Don't be talking about I'm mad. I'm
But
just
that's
saying,
my point.
I think she wants more and she's disappointed with how things went, in my opinion. Yeah, I could be wrong. And excuse me if
I'm
I
gonna tell
am.
you what it is, because I know her personally. She's a little thought. She's no different
Everybody's
than the
thought
rest of these little young black women out here.
Mm-hmm.
She thinks selling her body is the way to go. What's up, Trish? And but like I said, she was doing real good though at first, because like she would wear the tight shorts, you know what I mean, and all that type of stuff. So she would look like a girl playing basketball. She always kept her hair done, even when she played. She wore lashes. She looked like a girl, like a pretty girl trying to play ball, which was good.
That could play
Then
ball.
people start giving her attention for that. Then she had to go too damn far. And she did just like I say, just like the rest of these little black girls, young black girls do. It's like they think promoting their body is all they got. Seem like it's like you don't have to do all that. And just like they were saying, she could have used the Caitlin Clark thing to her advantage, because the battle between her and Caitlin is what got her most of the fame she got. So all they had to do is ride that out. They would have did the exact same thing with her and Caitlin as they did with Magic and Larry Bird.
Play the game, baby. Play the game.
And they could have rolled that out. But she probably ruined a few of her. I see she got a thing with McDonald's though. She got McDonald's. She got Reese's.
Thoughts work at McDonald's. Yeah, they like that.
Yeah, so
that's the other alternative. They strip at night.
And you know what? I would have, if I was her, I would have did me an OnlyFans, but I just would have been sexy with it.
I mean,
I wouldn't have been showing my whole body. She got some real nice pictures with clothes on.
Yeah, I'm just gonna show it. I don't know why show it for free.
Yeah, she got a little
I just
podcast.
don't.
She does her podcast pretty good too, as far as the way she
Mm-hmm.
running and stuff. She just
Right.
she didn't have to go the thought way, man. That's all I'm saying. She just ruined it for me.
She'll
I
be
was
all right.
proud of
She'll
her.
recover. She young. We all fuck up.
She ain't really
Everybody
messed
be
up
fuck.
because she gonna make way more money doing it that way than playing ball. She only makes 75,000 a year. But
Well, I would say she fucking up if she complaining about the reaction that she's getting from it because all publicity is good publicity, baby. So if she doesn't see it as just bringing the attention and whatever she's trying to get monetarily coming more her way, and she's complaining about it, then yes, it is a problem right there. Like she is tripping. Like
we
shit,
talking about Angel
if you
Reese, Trish.
understand, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah. So
No,
other than that, shit, we all young, and what somebody might consider a mistake or may be a mistake right now, shit is still a part of your path and your journey. You can recover. Life is hard around this motherfucker, and you only get one. So shit, all decisions might not be the best decision, but I made the best one I could come up with at the time, according to how I was feeling. Shit, I think we'd be too hard on people, especially when they're young. The youngsters, yeah,
definitely ain't too
you
hard on them.
know,
That's why they
they
fucked up.
crazy to a degree, but at the same time, like you gotta let motherfuckers experience some shit, live, and make their own mistakes sometimes, because they're gonna do it anyway, and you gotta love them through it, cause you did.
No,
We
no, no.
all
That is
did.
that is horrible parenting. You don't
It's
love
great
no nigga through the
parenting.
wrong shit. That is not what you.
Motherfucker, through the wrong shit, through the right shit, you love them the same.
No, that's not
Now
how
you
it
might have
goes.
to you might have to put belt to ass. You know what I'm saying? But that's love. That's what they call that. Um, what's the word
Tough
they use it
love.
for? The love, the type tough love. It's tough love. It's love still the same. So anyway, Daryl know all about it. How you think he made it? No, he was
We
getting
got
his ass
7 more
beat up.
minutes yet. Anybody got any questions in the last 7 minutes? Trish, you got any
Oh, your ass
questions?
is getting beat up.
Miss Jackson. Thanks, Miss Jackson, for coming on. Gonna have to add her to the page, whoever she is. Anybody got any questions? This is
I
the
was
final
trying to read
minutes
the
where y'all
comments.
can get all y'all relationship questions answered by the pastor and the sinner. So we can ruin y'all relationships. I mean, make them better, whichever one comes first.
My motto is do what you like. Da, 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 da. We grown around here. Now,
Trish,
if you like in your 20s trying to get a family, please don't
Trish,
do
you're gonna
none
have
of the
to come
things
on
that
earlier.
I
We start
promote.
at 5 o'clock, y'all time. Ain't Trish in Cali?
No, oh yeah, she's up north though. She's in Seattle
Yeah,
or
we start
Seattle
at five
area.
o'clock y'all time, Trish. So try to come on a little early because we're gonna try to keep this between 2 to 3 hours. We're finna end it here on 3.
We did good today. We ran through all our topics, and Jerome and Daryl didn't fight.
Trish said she in Seattle.
Seattle, yeah.
You belong in Seattle. That's the whitest city I've heard in America.
You been there? Seattle
Sundays
is
and
beautiful.
Tuesdays.
You been there? You been to Seattle,
My
Jerome?
wife, my wife gonna go back up there in a minute. Here soon, real soon. And
It's beautiful.
my son, Lil Jerome, and his wife, they love it. They go every year now.
It's beautiful. They got
I
some
heard
great marijuana. It's
Trish
really
say
nice.
I am like no stuff.
Duh. Like for real. Like and as the way that they said it in rain though, or at least from my experiences, it's just like one of those things you'll kind of get used to because the way that it brightens up, like it'll just brighten up out of nowhere, and then it's just like beautiful, and they got all them trees and grass and forests and shit. It's like That shit is bomb.
See,
And
see,
it's
I
rich
don't like.
living. It's
I
white
mean,
people
I ain't
living.
gonna say I don't like, but I don't care about all that stuff. My wife loves all that stuff, the pretty nature looking, and she just talking about that earlier or yesterday, something like that. But none of that stuff matters to me. No, I don't. I don't even go to museums. I don't care about
Very
looking at
expensive.
nothing and all that. Yes, very green. Yeah, see that.
Very
I
expensive.
like. So when you're driving on the highway, when you're taking your long trips, would you rather be on the highway where there's a lot of greenery or passing through the cities? Now, not pass through the
Ooh,
city
the
where you got to
greenery.
go slow, but like, would you rather see stuff on the side or would you like to see a lot of nature?
I would like to see more nature because the cities are all the same. Once you hit a city, it's the same. Walmart, Target, Lowe's, Home Depot, Jack in the Box, McDonald's, Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying? Red Lobster. You know what I mean? It's the same shit. Truck stop, mall, a mall, and a car dealership.
What about nature is
For
different?
sure. But the nature is different. Well, some nature is mountains. You might go through parts where, like if you riding through the Grand Canyon, you know what I'm saying? You can look down and see
Ain't
it's
nobody driving through
how
no damn
the
Grand
earth is.
Canyon.
You do. It's like shit. If you go out,
That's because y'all up
you
there.
come if you come out of
I'm talking
Vegas
about
in the
regular
north, you
folks.
go straight up and through the mountains. But it's mountains, and then depending on what time of the year that you go, the mountains may look different. Like so, if you go through it during the summertime, it's brush and this and that. Is some places might be like kind of desert like, so a lot of red rocks and shit like that. But then if you go do through that same area in the winter, then it's snow and the trees are covered in snow. You feel that Christmas vibe. The smell in the air is different. You know what I'm saying? So hell yeah, fuck the city. The city, we stop in there to get gas, spend some money, fuck off. But what we're enjoying, well, for me, what I'm enjoying about driving is no the off the beaten path, going through the nature parks where you
So
just rolling through some shit.
that means you listen to music more than you watch television.
Yes, I drive in the silent though a lot too. I'll drive with
No,
nothing
no,
on.
no, not while you're driving. I'm saying just as a person. You're a person that listens to music more than you watch TV.
I would agree with that. Yeah, I'm not a big TV. Like I'll watch some shit, but like, am I worried about television? No.
Yeah,
Like I
people
have
that
to.
people that like
eh,
nature and stuff, y'all are more into your feelings. So y'all like music because it puts you in certain moods. Y'all like the nature because it looks beautiful and more relaxing. All of those stupid shit. So
Fuck
I
you.
read people about what they like.
Suck it. Suck it. You can suck it. I am emotional. I don't got a goddamn problem with admitting that. I love
Most
to
women are.
feel my feelings. You know what I mean? That's how you become emotionally intelligent. You embrace and acknowledge how you feel. What triggers you? What doesn't? What makes you feel good? Like so you know
None of that
what to
even matter.
avoid and
None
be
of that
good
matter.
and
You know
be
what?
happy.
Next show we doing relationship. That's what we're gonna talk about.
Because I'm a happy person, and
We're gonna get
that
tr-
my happiness rubs a lot of people the wrong way because people be like really tripping. I have people all the time like, what are you smiling about? What are you happy about? And I'll be like, you not like should stay the
It's
fuck in
funny
the
when
house.
people
Like
ask you that, ain't it?
leave people alone. You should have stayed in the house. What the fuck you mean? Why am I smiling? And what you so happy about? Like what the fuck is the
That's
problem?
one
Why
of the
aren't
weirdest
you
questions I
happy?
ever heard of. Why are you so happy?
Man, why are you so happy?
Like, why aren't you
Why
so happy?
not? Why not? The
All
fuck
right. So
wrong
the
with
next
you, man?
relation. So the next show is gonna be relationships.
Yeah, so bring your girls and your boyfriends and husbands and wives,
I
and
don't know
we gonna
about
talk
that.
relationships. I'm finna fix
I'm
some.
single.
Girl, Daryl, I'm gonna have you married by this time next year. I'm telling you, you
Yeah,
better.
no, I don't want. I don't want to take no relationship advice from you, sir.
Daryl, trust me,
I'm
man.
single when I'm doing the show.
Daryl, trust
Santa
me.
is single.
I got you, dog.
I see you.
You don't think he can help you? He got some good advice for you.
I got great
Yeah, I
advice.
mean,
Daryl?
hey, all input can be utilized. Whether
Freshly
you'll
divorced.
know what to do or what not to do. You just got to pick and choose what works for you.
Look how
Now I
this
got
girl
something that
gonna
works for
tease
everybody.
us.
I got
All
you.
right,
Trust
y'all.
me. I
I'll
got
see
you.
y'all on Tuesday.
All right, bro.
All right.
Appreciate you,
And
All right,
man.
and
y'all have
y'all
a good
see
night.
Trisha just teased y'all with the next show. She gonna tell us why she freshly divorced and how it
Okay.
Yeah,
feel.
Chris, make sure you come on the show. We're gonna talk about what you could
So
have did to save your marriage, and and should you go back to your ex?
mm.
It's
All
gonna
the
be a
way
good.
divorced. It
And she
should. Bye
bragging on.
y'all. Yeah. Like she
All
happy,
right,
like
y'all.
freedom at last. Bye, darkies.
We'll be seeing her Angel Reese pictures coming up soon.
You might.
All right, y'all. We out this piece.
All right, y'all.
She said.